So who's getting injected?
With what?
The roids.
Is this what this is about?
We talking about steroids?
No, I was talking about COVID. Vaccine
the
COVID.
booster?
Yeah.
I got that the other day.
I'm disappointed.
I got y'all there.
I thought we were getting right into steroids.
Yeah.
I was interested in starting
Sign
there.
me up.
Sign me up.
Sign me up for the boost.
So this is a big episode.
It kind of is. I
Yeah.
mean, we got some big guys at this table.
Except for me.
Well, we'll get into why later.
Shit.
Yeah, we'll get into why later. We got a little fitness council, a fitness panel of experts.
And Teddy.
Experts as
Well, I've got a distinction for Teddy. I'll get into it. We got Dylan Stout across the way. Dylan works at GNC. He is our
So he's
supplement expert.
He's
He's
officially a meathead.
officially
a meathead. He's also a screw expert.
Yes. I do know how to screw.
Do they bark?
Yeah, sometimes. Right.
All right, we'll move on to Gibby. He's a firefighter. They always have to be jacked to go climb the trees to get the cats out of the tree.
Catch the babies from the farm.
That's what Gibby does at work. He trains.
I do. I live big way at work.
Well, you only have like 30 minutes to do it, though.
This is true.
Yes. We got Kettlebell enthusiast Teddy Tetters.
That's
Primal
it's a
instinct.
new thing.
Primal
Yeah.
instinct.
Yeah, but you know when he gets into new things, he jumps in the deep end.
Hey, go big or go home.
I like it. Feet first.
Right.
Kettlebells are cool though. I think I saw them. They got the
Thanks,
the
man.
faces and everything.
Yeah.
Cool kettlebells.
And I'm just an expert on all things fitness. You can tell by looking at me and my physique.
Wow.
You can tell by my physique.
A
Why don't you
god.
just suck your own dick?
Yeah.
You almost look
What
like
if
a
it could?
Walmart version of Dom from
Tom, from what?
the YouTube channel.
I don't
You
know.
know-
Is this a
Dom was-
fitness YouTube you're talking about?
I
Because
don't know, man.
we can start
You gotta
that.
Give me more information.
Dom. Oh shit. He's the one who does like
It's on the
the.
tip of his tongue.
Hang on.
Let's turn that vibrator off.
I am going to pull it up right now.
So I look like a content creator.
You're a
get it.
gym
Speaking
shark.
of content creators.
Yeah,
You're
we'll
Jim
get into that
Shark,
here shortly.
Mazzetti.
Dom?
He's like a Walmart
Okay.
version of him.
All right.
I look like him?
Walmart
Do I look
version
like
of
him?
You know, with the chain.
him.
You know.
Well, let me
profile.
see
I'm
it.
fucking attacked right now. I'm being fucking attacked.
Let me see it.
He just needs a hell of a lot more tattoos.
A picture.
Sure,
Bro
he just
science.
needs tattoos.
It's bro science. That's what it is.
Let's
No.
get you those stick-on tats and throw you
That's
in
the only
gym
way-
one day.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'm gonna get a tat. What's the tats that come off in the shower?
Oh,
You can go to a fair and get
Henna?
these tats.
Henna.
Henna, yeah.
Yeah.
Just tap me up one day.
Go to Myrtle Beach, one of those, gift shops.
yeah.
Amazon has.
We need
those
his
full
arm.
sleeve.
Tribals, and barbed wire going across
Yeah.
my arm.
I've almost considered getting a barbed wire tattoo.
Really?
No.
Not like
Just
right
to
there.
be-
something like
just to
in
like-
a unique spot.
Okay. All right.
Damn, that's interesting.
If you can
Even
do
like
it right,
maybe in the ankle.
Do it around
Right
your
there.
waist.
Yeah, something just nah.
add
Barbed
some
wire.
flair to it.
No, do the Batista with the sun around your belly button.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave
Yeah,
Batista.
God.
Tribal son.
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
worst fucking tattoos I've ever seen in my life. But we're here because, in January, everybody starts their resolutions.
This is true.
And most resolutions involve getting off the couch and getting in shape. We're going to provide a guide on how to do that.
And not look like a
And we've-
jackass.
And not,
Look like a jackass.
oh, we can look like a jackass if you'd like. We
No.
can go there.
Well, they shouldn't. How they shouldn't.
How they shouldn't do it?
If it's their first time there.
That's what we're going to combine a little bit of.
This
we all-
isn't an advice show.
Yeah,
True.
we all train in different ways. So we all have like a different flavor.
How to not be an idiot when you first start out in the gym.
Yeah.
Because I think we all were at one point.
Yeah.
Well-
I used to work out with a guy who was a mailman. We were 18. We were, trail runners. We were small. And if you know the weight club, these three guys know the weight club. There's just this section up top. It's just machines. We visit that a lot. Our workouts every morning at 5 a.m. We would just go down the machines and leave.
Oh,
We didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
It's a rough workout. Yeah.
Look at these dweebs.
Yes, that's what someone said about. That's probably what someone said about me, and probably still say about me.
They're doing arm
Right.
day, leg day, chest day, and back day all at once.
Yes,
Well,
that's what we used to do.
It's kind of expected. First time in, you get like a
We
pass.
call it the frying pan
Yeah.
because when you get up there, you're fucking fried when you're done.
When you don't
We were scrambled. We were scrambled like an egg. Yeah.
Right.
So
You get a little nervous too, I think, when you first start out.
in
If you're in
a,
an environment that you don't know.
well, I don't know. I felt pretty goddamn good about myself when I went to Planet Fitness for the first time. I felt real comfortable.
When was that?
Who did I go with? I went with our other meathead friend Brett. For some reason, meathead Brett had a membership to Planet. Like, that's not where he ought to be.
Brett and Planet Fitness do not mix.
No.
Sorry, Brett.
Yeah, but I walked in there and, there's absolutely no free weight, and there's, like, dumbbells that go up to 35.
Yeah, no dumbbells.
So
No bench, no squat rack. They have a Smith. I think
yeah,
they
you
have a
got
Smith.
buddies
They
that
have a
talk about their
Smith
squat, and then you're like, where do you work out?
bench.
Planet Fitness?
No, you don't.
Oh, that's why you're doing 315 for 7. That's why you're doing 315 for 8
It's on
on
Smith.
squats. It's on Smith machine. We're going to speak in some lingo today people are not going to understand. So we're going to have to start clarifying what we mean.
Yeah, clarify with me.
A Smith machine.
Because I don't know
A
if
Smith
I know what a
machine,
Smith machine is.
it takes about 60 pounds of resistance off
Yeah.
because it's set in one spot.
It is a good tool for focusing a lot on your quads if you want to just hit a heavy
Or,
quads.
or when you do a little back row action.
Yeah.
It keeps that bar vertical, nice and vertical.
But it's attached to cables.
Yes.
I had a Smith machine
At your
where
house.
at the house in the
Smith
garage.
machine.
Yes.
Smith machine. Okay.
Because my dad bought it because that's just how he is. And
Okay.
Your dad's got style, so I'm going to be honest with
Well.
you. He's got style.
well, anyway, he bought this machine and the bench, it doesn't like attach off. And whenever you're doing bench, it has like holes where you hook the
Yes.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah.
Smith machine.
Yeah, don't like it.
Yeah.
Don't like it because
So-
sometimes when you have heavy weight, you're trying to
Rotate
Watch
it.
that.
Yeah, you
Shit
should
back
saw this
on.
guy a few days ago. He was front squatting on, and I had to spot him on a Smith machine to rotate the bar into his arms.
Hey, it was just tough. I mean, you're up so high, and then while you're sitting here trying to rotate this, it doesn't work very well trying to rotate it off your shoulders. So
I
especially if
think-
you got weight.
I think that's the reason why I prefer free weights rather than stuff like that. Because I was telling Steve that I hate doing squats with the bar because I feel like I'm trapped,
All right,
and I hate that feeling.
we're gonna get into this, Teddy. Everybody at this table has one thing in common that you don't have, and it's called a fucking tailpiece.
Nice asses?
Yes.
No. I'm not the only one. Colt doesn't have an ass.
Cole
either.
doesn't have an ass. Fucking call the police. Someone
does
stole his
have
ass. Somebody call the police. They stole his ass.
He doesn't have an ass. He just has a hole.
He is a Hank Hill ass.
Jeez. What?
A Hank Hill ass.
Oh shit.
Well, Teddy, you got, if you want that tailpiece, and this goes for guys and girls,
Sure.
you want that tailpiece, you got to put some weight on that bar.
Hey man.
Hey,
can
listen,
be scary.
listen. You got to put the weight on the bar,
Listen.
and then you got to put it on.
I don't know if I want a thick ass though.
Everybody
do.
wants a thick
But
ass.
You need,
Why would I want a
yes, you
juicy
need a
ass?
big ass. You need a big ass.
And I'm not saying that I don't like squats. Like, I'll squat, with free weights, but I just don't like the feeling of being
I know what you
trapped.
mean by being, because at the weight club there's certain racks that I don't like because I do feel trapped
Well, you
inside.
got your own.
Yeah.
Like, you get to like what you like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go to the same squat rack. You
Yes.
want to go to the same bench.
You know which one I like.
So you go to
The
your
white one.
Yikes.
Wow, yeah, that didn't come out right. But I used the white one.
But you go to the same areas, like the same
Yes.
lifting platform. Like, that's your area.
Yes. And most of the ones at the weight club give me that Teddy feeling of claustrophobia. I am stuck. I am trapped.
Yeah, it is more open than the ones that have the
Yeah, the-
bars and the whole like cage almost inside.
What was that?
That would have been my fun.
That was a fun. First time podcaster.
Well, I squat.
It's fine.
I squat
This guy is a wild man.
I squat kamikaze.
So no rests, no safety harness, no nothing.
I'm out of the rack. Like, I put it on the front of the rack. And then step
Have you
back.
failed yet?
I got you.
Nope. Because
What's
I know
your
if I fail, I'm fucked.
What is your contingency plan if you fail?
Just to do this and dive forward.
Well, that's the benefit of being in that free situation is if you have like bumper plates or anything like that, if that's what you're using, even if it's not what you're using, if you have like a plastic or a type of flat
like a rubber,
surface, you can just kind of dip out and let it fall off your back.
Let it fly.
And that's a more free situation than being stuck in a rack and having to drop it onto, the bars or whatever.
And then, if there's something in front of the rack, if it's like pushed up against the wall like it is at the house, like I have nowhere to go if it like bounces and rolls forward.
Yeah.
So I like doing it kamikaze where you just if you say I can't do it, you just let it go and then you roll forward.
I do like the thing that's at the weight club where you kind of like lay down in it, and then you just do the squats.
Wait, what do you mean? Which one is it?
It's the one on the wall with the mirrors.
The one on the wall with the mirrors.
Yeah.
The one on the wall with well, they've been moving some shit around.
Well, I haven't been there in a while.
Squat machine?
I don't know what it's called.
No.
Does it go over your shoulders?
It's like you're getting in a fucking transformer.
Are you talking Stairway to the Heaven?
No,
It's a big transformer.
He's talking about the hack squat.
He's got to be talking
Okay.
about the squat.
Well, I like that because if I can't do the rest of it, I can just fall down and then it stops.
Yeah. Is it the one that you pull out from the bottom?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so
it,
that's
yeah.
the hack squat machine.
Now, I enjoyed doing that,
Hack
but
squats are good.
But I'm telling you, if you want that tail piece, you got to put weight on the bar.
right.
And you got to get down low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, range of motion, people. Be real with it.
So if you want an ass, me and Dylan will be developing a plan in the next few weeks, and we'll sell it online.
$19.99. We'll call it cheap.
$19.99 a week.
Ass.
$19.99 a week
Look it up
for a
later.
program.
Yeah.
For a program,
That's fair.
would you buy it,
I would
or do you
have to
think
see-
you
I
have your
would-
own ass program?
I would have to see it.
you would have to see the results.
I'll get a
No, I
free
would
trial.
I'd have to see the
Let's get a
plan.
free trial.
You'd have to see the results from her ass.
I'd have to see the plan before I'd be like, okay, I'll do that.
$9.99 for a preview. We got to get our money.
I'd probably like take it and then be like, I'm gonna do this, and then cut out like portions of it.
Right.
True.
So what's everybody into right now?
What do you mean?
Well, me and Dylan train together, so me and him are going to have similar fucking interests and goals. What's everybody doing? What are you doing, Teddy?
Running.
What are you training for? What are you trying to do?
Well, the Lexapro gave me an extra 20 pounds, so I'm
Weight gain.
trying to run more
So you're
and lift at the same time.
so you're on
Running and
cut.
lifting.
Yeah, I'm trying to slim and kind of like, I guess, shred. Not get fucking,
See,
like y'all.
Good.
Like
We need
y'all.
difference. Yeah, like what was that?
Like y'all.
I wish I had no neck. I wish my traps were that big.
The Brock Lesnar traps. So Teddy's trying to shed some weight and build some muscle. The most cliche thing you could ever fucking do in the gym. Every time I go to every time I go to 5-star nutrition or something, they're like, "What are you trying to do?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna sound like an idiot and a first-time guy, but I want to shed fat, and build muscle at the same time." They're like, "Good God, son, you can't." You know how hard that is
Well,
to
here's
do?
the
We got
thing.
something in the back of GNC
What?
for you.
Why? Why do people want to get just big?
We talked about it a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but what's the goal in it? Like, what comes out of it?
Listen.
When you're big.
I just want to get fucking stacked.
But what? For what reason?
See, we're all in hoodies.
But for what reason? For like
We're trying to fill out a hoodie
to get like pussy or
No.
to get like
No.
to get
Some people-
fucking giant.
Really enjoy the competition aspect of it too, like going into competitions, and I see a lot of people who really want to get super big are people who are doing like competitions
And that's
things like that.
what we're doing it where we're having like a friendly in between stations like powerlifting meet.
Oh, you're talking about a fireman's meat.
Yeah. So right now like, I'm working on squats and deads.
So you're not worried about the damn hockey game, guns and hoses.
No.
You're worried about the meat.
I'm the actual fucking.
See, that makes sense. But for somebody that just wants to be, massive and then be in a corner, I'm just like, well, why are you that big?
Well, first off,
Teddy.
And they're just like, oh, I don't know.
it's uncomfortable to be that big. Like right now, I'm miserable.
Yeah.
Being heavier can be harder.
So the point of getting big is hopefully when you do a quote-unquote cut, that when you cut all that excess fat, there'll be giant fucking muscles under it.
Mm.
The bulking and cutting cycle.
The bulking and cutting cycle. When's the best time to bulk?
Winter.
Right now.
When you're wearing hoodies.
Right
We
now.
talked about it a
Winter.
few weeks
Cold.
ago. You got to wear the hoodie. Fill out the hoodie. Remember
Yeah.
when you were talking about taking off the hoodie and people were like, "Damn, look at the shoulders on you."
Well, when I want to take off the hoodie, I want to look, I don't want to look like,
No. We're going for right now.
y'all are.
That's the process. I mean, you got to build it up, and then once you build it up, you shred it down, and that's when you start to see.
Oh, that some
results
bitch
of
is
things.
Yeah.
kind of shred city, jacked,
Which is like
Same
your
time.
springtime.
which is spring, late February.
You got to get ready for summer.
Winter bodies aren't made in the spring. They're made in the winter. Or summer bodies are made in the winter.
They are.
Mm.
Because that weight's got to come off.
You cut in the spring, maintain during the summer, and then slowly start in the
When the
fall.
leaves start falling,
You start.
you change it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Everybody has their own different schedule of things. People shed stuff easier or can't put on weight as easy, so it's like subject to change. Some people might do it later and earlier than others.
Right.
But general sentiment.
See, my only concern with this here bulk, I am not confident in my ability to cut.
Yeah, eat right.
You got to
Your
eat
cut is
right.
your food.
You cut, the cut's food.
90% food.
So me gaining all this weight, gaining all this muscle, I am scared to death of when the switch has got to get flipped, and I have got to change
That's why I
my
start
eating habits.
my cut in January, because I have a hard time cutting down.
Yeah.
I've always had a hard time cutting down. So
I have
I'll
too.
start in January. And I'm going to try to cut down to like 230, 220. And that's going to be a hell of a cut.
Now, what kind of changes do you make in your training when you cut?
Usually it's a lot. It goes to a
Because
lot
we talked about
high-
diet.
It goes to high reps. More high reps.
Go
stuff.
straight to high reps. Teddy, what are you doing right now? You doing high reps?
Yeah.
Yep, he's doing it right.
Well, I'm like 16, 15 is like my starting high reps. Maybe even 20 on some things.
Go to failure.
Failure's rough.
We know a guy.
I was like,
We know a guy who trains. His name's Chuck.
Yeah.
His name's fucking Chuck. Every rep of every set is to failure on every fucking muscle group.
Yeah, but Chuck looks good.
He does.
I'll
He's
give
been
it.
doing it a while.
Chuck used to be 300 pounds.
Yeah.
People don't realize what Chuck used to be. Chuck weighs less than I do, and look how much bigger he looks. Going back to the bulk and cut.
I didn't know how
Chuck
big.
was 300 pounds, training his ass off, bulking for years, and he got shred city. And he weighs less than I do,
much does he
but
weigh
looks
now?
twice as big.
He does.
How much does he weigh now?
Probably 180.
Shit.
He was
I figured
300
he was
pounds.
At least 200.
Yeah, I would have.
No, he's
I've seen
180.
weight.
He's 180.
I would have pegged 200.
Yeah, easily 200. That's good stuff to look that big and be that.
Yes,
that weight.
that's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about with the bulk.
Yeah.
How important the bulk is. With
Right.
when the cut comes around, you'll look huge
Right.
at a smaller weight.
And
Because I'm not at my ideal weight right now.
a clean bulk too. We're not talking about like dirty bulking.
It's hard to clean bulk.
It
man.
really is.
To get clean calories and clean protein in, you can do it, but
It's miserable.
yeah, I mean you're eating a lot of the same stuff.
Because you got to be at a caloric surplus.
Yeah.
You gotta eat more than you burn. It's
Yep.
that's the cut bulk and cut for dummies.
Yeah.
Because when you cut, you have to burn more than you eat,
Gotta be
and
in
that
a
is
deficit.
a fucking problem.
Caloric surplus for a bulk, caloric deficit for a cut. That's important.
Now, Teddy, are you in a caloric deficit or a caloric surplus?
I don't know what I'm in.
Well, what do you
watch
typically?
your calories? You watch your intake.
Yeah, because I'm pretty much the cook of the house. So, but some nights when I pop a gummy, I eat more than I should. So
When I
okay
pop
to have some
a
cheat
pop a
nights.
perk.
yeah.
It's usually
Cheat
like
nights are alright.
you can get by if you have like a cheat one day, once a week. You can usually get by.
I
Even
feel
on
like
a
cheat
cut.
meals are essential.
They are.
When's your best lift?
After a
It's
cheat
usually
meal.
after a cheat meal.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Black Friday, I went to the weight club, had the best lift of the fucking year. Because of all that turkey. Because of all that apple pie.
All the calories and protein.
Probably a good sleep too after that.
I got that tryptophan.
Hey, look at you.
See?
You pulling it
I
out?
told you I have the most knowledge. That's why I'm here.
But you got to get good sleep too. Like you need at least 6 hours of good rest.
So I hope
Have a good
everybody,
time.
listening and watching's got a pen and pad out right now.
Write it
Start
down.
writing all this down. Sleep.
Hydration.
Hydration
You
is
gotta say
key.
Yeah.
That's key for cutting down too.
Hydration.
Making sure that you are drinking enough water each day, because if you're not, your body's kind of doing a weird thing about retaining it, and making sure that you keep that intake consistent is going to help your body realize it's getting water.
Everybody says I have a prostate problem. I'm
Because
just
you
like,
pee a
no,
lot?
I don't. I just drink a shit ton of water.
Yeah, it's a
I really do.
You also need to make sure your sodium intake is actually
That's why you got to throw in a Powerade.
fairly. I don't want to say high, but like if you're drinking a bunch of water, you need to keep your salts up too.
I remember, so not last summer, but the summer before, I got really into biking and running. So I would bike 12 miles one day. The next day I would run 5 miles, and then it would just be,
back and forth.
back and forth. And there was nothing better than to be done with like a 12-mile biking or a 5-mile run, go home, drink a bottle of water, and a big-ass Powerade.
Yeah,
It
Yes.
was so...
electrolytes.
It was so...
Hydration makes my dick hard. I don't know about you guys. I get hard when I'm hydrated.
I think that's one of the
I get
things
hard.
I struggle with, is making sure I have enough water in each day. Editing tips.
All right, I had to take a short break because Cole had to move around. All right, what were we talking about?
Very big man.
Hydration.
Yeah.
Hydration makes the dick hard, right?
Yeah.
That's where we were
There's
at.
nothing better than a nice fucking run, and then after drink one of these.
Electrolytes, getting those in.
And I would run in the summer too.
Yeah.
And I would bike in the summer.
Tough.
So I was
When you need
sweat-
to, though.
Yeah.
It's when you
it,
can.
It was great.
It's that maintaining phase.
Yeah.
So we're in the bulking phase, me and Dylan.
Yeah.
Explain to me how we're going to cut. How's this going to happen? Because, all right, let's just preface this. This is the last dance. Steve's fucking done with fitness in 6 months. May. We're looking at May. End of May. Memorial Day. That'd be a great.
Cutoff day.
That'd be a great way to end.
Why you cutting out? What's going on?
What do you mean?
Why you quitting fitness?
Why am I quitting?
Yeah.
I'm tired of getting hurt. I'm hurt. I stay hurt.
So you gonna,
Tendonitis. This wrist is in trouble right now.
so you're gonna go for a maintenance type workout after that?
We'll find something different. Maybe get on the jiu-jitsu mat.
He's gonna go for walks.
Fuck, I'll go for walks over this. This is miserable.
I mean, my captain's 57 years old, and he says once you start getting older, he's like, you gotta switch to a maintenance, like.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
vigorous.
I'm getting a little older. I've been in the game a little bit. So, yeah, I've just had it. I'm done. Which is weird because I've never really ate too clean this entire time I've done it.
And that's your part on cut. You say, how are we going to cut? How are you going to cut? You're going to watch what you eat.
I'm going to have to.
You have to.
I'm going to have
If
to
you
get
want
my Fitness Pal.
Any type of result you want, you're going to have to watch what you eat.
Yeah, because my Fitness Pal is an app that you can track your macros or your calories. But they never have what I eat. So I get tired of it and stop doing it after a week.
Well, what are you eating?
Whatever this guy makes.
Well, transition to some chicken, transition to some turkey, you know.
All right, there's a guy we know that cut. Lost about 60 pounds. His go-to meal for a cut was ground turkey mixed with Greek yogurt, mixed with hot sauce.
Okay,
That is his go-to cut meal.
that's a psychopath. Because ground turkey and yogurt.
With hot sauce.
What are you even doing?
I can't trust that person. Whoever that is.
Hey, it worked.
Good for him, but he's crazy.
That's the type of person that says food is just, for maintenance.
You're
It's
right.
not for taste.
Yes.
Food is just a
Fuel.
sustenance for your
Food is
body.
just fuel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Food's just fuel. It's not cosmetic. It's not this experience you have when you
Sounds
go
like
out to
some
eat with your
white
buddies.
people
It's just
cooking.
fuel. That's very white. This person is white.
That turkey had no spice on it, guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Very plain
Ugh.
turkey.
That's why he had to put
It feels
Tabasco
like they
on the
just put that
sandwich.
in a skillet, cooked it, and then threw the yogurt on it.
See, that seems lazy to
Oh, just think about that for a second. Ground turkey, Greek yogurt, and hot sauce.
Fuck that
That
guy.
was-
I want to kick that guy's ass.
Fuck him.
Our food expert here is
Chef
not,
Cole, not happy.
not happy. He's about to go Gordon Ramsay.
me.
What the
It's
fuck
rough.
is this?
But it can be bland. I mean,
It has to be bland. It
it's
seems
pretty
like
much because you can't really get a lot of extra stuff in there. It doesn't have to be bland. There's always ways you can spice it up. Different spices, different, greens and stuff that aren't adding a lot to your calorie count.
But once you hit just like there's a certain point where you just eat so much chicken.
Yep. Yeah.
You are
So
like,
much rice.
I am
Yes.
going to die.
Chicken and rice is a staple meal of the cut. Not, different varieties you can do, but chicken definitely, for a lot of people, I feel like is the go-to meal for any type of cut and bulk sometimes.
yeah, bulk. You got to
Protein.
throw chicken in there.
That's
Protein
why
that you get.
a good cut meal of mine. I always like this.
Go for it.
Turkey, take turkey, and then get you some sausage.
Mm.
And then you just cut up a little bit of that sausage and put it in the turkey. Make yourself turkey tacos and use that sausage.
Turkey tacos.
And that is like your little cheat. Like that can be like a little cheat during
Turkey
your cut.
tacos.
Yep. Because you can season it. That seasoning is not going to add little
Too
to
much.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that little bit of sausage is going to give that a little extra fat flavor and a little bit of grease, and then you can make that once a week or something because you're already counting how much you're going to eat anyway. So sometimes I'll just make turkey tacos like that and use that as for my cut.
My God, man.
I'll be honest, I buy a lot of steak,
Yeah.
and I cook steak, and it's either with asparagus.
Oh, that pea got a sting.
Yeah.
It stinks all the
Just drink
time.
enough water, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice.
But let me tell you, I eat asparagus. 30 minutes later, I smell it in my piss. It's fast.
Not a big fan of asparagus, personally.
I like it if you have some butter. But
That's the problem.
Yeah, you can't.
Cold chef.
See what I mean, guys?
That's where the calorie aspect gets added.
Yes.
I mean, I like asparagus, but it's just too plain tasting. I gotta add something to it. And it's garlic butter.
Salt, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Try and get some spice in it.
Go garlic butter.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts. You guys like Brussels sprouts? That's another
Those
good side.
occasionally,
I like putting them in the oven. A little bit of salt on them with olive oil.
That's what, yeah.
now Dylan has a go-to meal that I used to go to his house and eat a lot.
Yeah. Which one?
Hold on. We're in the bulking phase. How about a good sloppy Joe?
Oh, yeah.
This man can make a hell of a sloppy Joe.
I forgot about that. I haven't had one of those in forever. I should probably start making some sloppy joes again.
Yeah, he would invite us over
Yeah,
for
back
sloppy
home
Joes.
Yeah, it was good, man. Sloppy joes are good. I didn't. Back then, that was the point where I was just putting on weight to put on weight. So I don't think I was watching calories as much at that point.
That's why we were
But,
eating like 2 or 3 of them
Yeah, but you can hammer down some sloppy joes.
during
They
this
were good.
time period.
Manwich.
Manwich.
Pay us, Manwich.
I hate that name. Manwich.
Yeah.
It's called a sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
Called a sloppy hoe.
No, several of them. But all right, we've talked about cutting and bulking. Let's change some topics here. We talking about resolutioners. Finding a gym.
Yeah.
Got a lot of gyms in the area.
Couple.
Got to find what's best for you. Got anytime.
It's not bad.
24 hours a day. It better be if it's called anytime.
That's true.
How does that
That's
work?
fair.
How does that work? How does anytime fitness work?
They give you a pin.
You get a little fob.
Yeah.
And a little purple fob. Put it on your key. Put it up to the door. It lets you in.
Does it
anytime.
Is it a fob now, not a pin?
It's fob now. Yeah.
Okay.
do people sneak in their buddies?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah, I used to. I'd let people in all the time with me. I'd have my pass because I used to get it free through work, and I'd have my pass, and I'd let 2 or 3 people would just walk in with me, and just.
At what time of night? What's their
It
workers?
would be after they were gone, because if you tried to do it while they were there, you either had to be super careful, or it wouldn't happen. They'd be like, "Hey, we need you to scan in," and so you couldn't always get people in. But anytime they were gone, pretty much just hold the door open, pile in.
And we got some the mecca that is the weight club. There will be a show dropping in the next week, and it will be the weight club will be featured heavy in that episode. I've got some problems.
Yeah, I should have worn that
Got
shirt.
some-
I got.
I've
I
got
should
some,
wear that shirt for this episode.
I did not.
Shirt.
You should
We're
get
gonna-
them on,
I'm not gonna try. Who?
the owners of the weight club.
Why?
I don't know.
I've got
Cool.
fundamental issues with what's going on over there.
Well, that's when you should
They're
ask
probably
them.
not gonna like me after I drop this
entire
episode. I've got to write a script for it. That's how bad it is, so I can remember everything. There's a lot going on over there.
There is.
Dylan's seen it.
I have. I mentioned that one thing we saw today. About the
Oh God, we can mention this. I'll mention it again next week. Gibby, what are those plates made out of? Not what we would use. No bumper plate. No regular plate. Power lifters use. They're like this.
Oh, the
thin.
real thin ones?
What are they made out of?
I want to say they're an actual metal plate with just the rubber covering. But I've never got my
They
hands
are
on
this
them, so I have no
thin.
idea. Like, I don't
Think
know.
of a regular 45 plate.
Yeah, they're like that small so you can stack a bunch on there.
Yes. Okay. There's a problem at the weight club. All right, there's a whole section of these plates, all different weights, in the corner of the gym.
Yeah, they're usually under lock.
They're locked for maybe a powerlifting team, a club at Virginia Tech.
Don't think so, because I've seen people come in there and
Somebody's
get
got a
that
damn.
lock.
I think
And
you
get
just
that
have
key.
to be like in a competition or some sort, or you
Yeah.
may pay an extra fee.
I
or
don't think it's
something.
through the weight club though. I don't know.
I've
I think
seen
it's their
all
stuff
sorts.
because they have their own bars locked
do.
in the corner.
Yeah, they do. But I've seen all sorts of people, like the guy today.
We'll talk about that. I watch these fucking idiots try and push what might be 1,000 pounds of plates, close, several hundred pounds.
Could be close.
They try and push them around benches, push them around machines to get them to the platforms. Why not keep them around the platforms?
Or just walk back and forth like every other person does when you have to find a
You're
plate.
onto something over there. They don't use logic over there. They don't use logic, these powerlifting kids. We watched a guy today use one of those, I'm going to say they're titanium, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they are.
Calibrated plates. Let's call
That's
them
a
that
good-
because they are calibrated.
Yeah.
They
to
are
be a specific
one of these
weight.
calibrated plates. Gibby, he took just one of them, and put it on a back row machine.
Not even a compound movement. Not a bench squat.
Aggravates
deadlift.
the shit out of me.
He put it on a back row. Why can't you just use the plates beside
Are
the
you
back row?
too good for
And
the
it's-
back?
it
He's
doesn't
too
stop there.
good.
It doesn't stop there. He didn't just use the 45. He didn't just use the one calibrated plate. He used a calibrated plate plus non-calibrated plates on top of it. So he
Okay,
had
the total
one-
weight was probably 60-something pounds.
Yeah, probably.
45 was the calibrated plate, a 10 and a 5.
Just
something like that.
use the 45 then. Just use a regular
You
45.
can't talk to these people.
Which I've always said. I've always said that the worst problem about the weight club is those lifters.
Yes.
I've always said that. They are the people who will piss you off more than anyone else.
Didn't you talk about how there was remember we had time limits
Yes.
at the weight club because of COVID and they had the machines cut off? There was
It was
only
like
so
30
many
minutes.
racks to
It's
use.
like 30 minutes on a rack.
It was 20. It was 20. You
yeah.
had 20 minutes to do a squat
Yeah.
session.
That's why I quit going.
And
Because
didn't you see a guy snitch on somebody?
Yes.
The
You know
powerlifter?
who I'm talking about.
Yes, I know. We're not going to
Y'all
talk
can
about.
see him right now.
Yes, we're not going to name names or anything.
But I don't know his name, but
Yeah.
I hate him. So if he ever listens to this, fuck you. I'll kick your ass. I know who you are. I know what type of socks you wear. Only a pussy would wear those socks. So fuck you.
Toxic masculinity had to find its way into this episode.
I hate that dude because he snitched. So this guy looks like just a regular customer at the weight club.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in, he's squatting, whatever. I'm sitting there minding my business, waiting for a rack to open up because
That's what we were doing then.
Do I want to go home? Sure, but I also get that if everyone goes by the 20-minute rule, it'll be all right. I talked to the dude, and he's like, "Hey man, I got a couple more sets, and I'm gonna go over the time limit." I'm like, "Dude, it's cool. It's whatever."
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah. But so another rack opens up while he's still lifting. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to this one. So I get that rack. This dude comes over, snitches on this guy. He must have had a timer out or something because he was waiting.
He must have had a damn timer.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then no shit, because my 20 minutes were up. I move on to a different machine. This guy probably stayed in this rack for an hour.
That's what they do there.
And he's become friends with the people who work there. So they don't say anything to him. I hate this one. It's those people, it's that specific group, I can see them right now in my mind,
Yes.
that will ruin a gym for somebody. Especially a new person.
That's why there's going to be an episode dropped about it this week.
So to
I can't wait to
clarify,
hear that.
he, the person, snitched on the other guy for taking too long. Then he himself
Hogged the
decided
rack.
to take it for an hour.
Did at least, two other people's, his and one other person's, and then plus another,
What a douche.
Actually, I guess, two other people. If he did an hour, 60, yeah.
Wow.
So he did his, and then two other people could have jumped in on that, and he took it.
Yeah. That's what goes on
And
over
you've
there.
probably seen him.
I'm
No, he knows
I-
who he is.
I just
He
don't
knows
know
who
his
he is.
face or anything.
He knows who he is.
I hate that motherfucker.
I wish he'd go on somewhere.
Because, no names, but he was infatuated with that other lifter there.
I don't recall.
The one
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
who
I'm on.
who doesn't like us.
Just say it.
No. I'm
No,
on your
we can't say
wavelength.
it.
I'm on your wavelength
But
right
he
now.
was infatuated with that lifter.
Yes. I remember. That was a
You
long
remember
time
that?
ago.
That was a long
That's
time
how he's been there forever.
Yeah, forever.
And he needs to get the fuck out of here. So if you're looking to find a gym, don't come to the weight club. I'm a member at the weight club. We got too many people as is.
Hey, the gym's a gym, man. You come into the weight club and you act right.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
You better
fine.
have etiquette.
Never
It's like
am I gonna say you can.
You better have etiquette.
it's like being at a golf course. I don't like dummies coming to my golf course and
Be aware and be able to learn. Learn from others around you, not the guys who use the calibrated plates. Don't learn
on
from
back
them.
row
Not
machines.
those, but learn from the other general people who are polite and courteous.
Well, I would say, if you're going to pick a gym, the first thing you need to do before you even think about going to a gym is figure out what you want to do.
Yeah.
And even if you have no idea, at least get a general concept.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to get stronger.
Mm.
All right, now look for a gym that could give you that opportunity.
Weight club's perfect.
Powerlifting gym.
Weight clubs are perfect
Or,
for that.
I want to use free weights more. Okay, perfect. Now look at price.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do a couple free or a couple guest passes
Yes.
at
that's
different gyms, because then you're going to know the clientele who go to those
This guy gets it.
gyms.
This guy gets it.
So, like, for my circumstance, it would be better if I went to something like Planet Fitness.
Probably not.
You could get
anytime.
Probably
you
not.
could get away with your training program, away with something like an Anytime or Planet Fitness,
Right.
because you're not really looking to make super big like strength gains or get really big.
A lot of compound movement.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to kind of look good and
Yeah.
feel good.
Yeah, you can do
You can
that.
do that at any
I
gym,
think
really.
at any time is like a good in between. A Planet Fitness, no hate to them, is a very specific
Audience.
set of people, and it's a lot of running people and a lot of lightweights and not
Typically older people.
older people
Or people trying to get in shape.
Yeah, some younger people too. But an Anytime is a good mix. You have all those types of people, but you have also different things that you can do at an Anytime, and it's a good in between. Whereas like the weight club is more of a heavier lifting. For the most part, they have more options for that.
I would also say it's a more serious gym. Not that any gym isn't serious. but
God,
it's
Yeah, well, the people we're talking about serious.
They do take it very seriously.
But the weight club is like, you got a goal in mind. You know what you're doing. You're not a novice to the gym. You go in there with a plan. You know what you're looking for. You don't really. I don't want to say have to ask questions,
Just want to feel your muscles.
but you kind of know your way around. You may not be super
So you're
knowledgeable about
So
everything.
you're
but
saying maybe try out another gym if you're say if you're starting fitness, maybe graduate gyms.
I would. Yeah, I would.
That's what Dylan did, right?
yeah, that is-
Started at Planet or started at Radford Gym.
So my first gym was Radford University's gym.
Hell of a gym, by the way.
Great
Jesus
gym.
Christ.
Radford University, great job.
never
on
been
putting
in it.
Money into your gym. We'll
There's
go
so
sometime.
much shit in it.
I'll bring you to Radford University's gym. It's a great gym.
Now I feel like I need to go. We'll
Yeah.
go. We'll do a
We'll
group
do-
trip.
yeah,
We'll do a
we'll
guys
podcast.
I wonder if my card still works to get in.
Got some pretty good rates. I think it's like $5 a day, or I think you can do a week pass for like $10.
So you don't have to be a student?
Yeah, you don't have to be a student.
That's ridiculous.
To go to the
We're going there. We're going there after
Is
this
that
episode.
new?
It's since I've been there, I believe
going
that you
there
can pay
today.
money to go in and go.
I think
Wow.
McComas is like that too. We should do a gym
McComas
rate.
definitely is because I used to go play basketball at McComas.
We should do a
You
gym
could
rate.
just get in.
Bradford versus Tech.
I didn't like
I'm
McComas.
totally cool with that.
I think we should do
That
that.
would be great.
I didn't like McComas when I used to, sneak in with Gibby over here.
Yeah, I did. I did used to let people in when I was working the front desk.
That place is crammed.
It is. But that they also were working on War at the time, War Memorial, which is the other
okay.
gym.
So that's why it was super great.
But it's always busy. On like Monday at 5, forget it. But every gym's busy.
That's why the
Yeah.
more serious college students come to the weight club.
Yeah.
We just talked about gym etiquette. I cannot preach this enough. Don't act like a fucking asshole at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean being rude or anything. I mean just know what you're doing. Especially when you come to my gym, Blacksburg Health and Fitness. They're gonna hate if they hear this episode. They're gonna ban me. They're gonna ban me.
Dude,
So we cannot
Yeah.
hashtag the weight club in this.
I'm going to.
We cannot tag them in this.
You want that last
I
name
like
to be
some of the
done
people
early?
there. I do like some of the people there.
Hashtag Gym,
Oh, I
Gym
like-
Shark.
I like the trainers.
They're super nice people
Yeah.
there. Like, I feel like
It's
they
not
might
the
be
peop-
shitting on it.
It's not the people that work there. It's the patrons.
Yeah.
And not everybody. Like, there's
No.
85% of the people that are at the weight club are super nice, super, like, just to themselves, not annoying at all people.
But
There's
good God,
just
if
a
the
couple.
15%, my God, man.
Those
If they
15%,
don't aggravate the hell out of
they
it.
do make it tough.
That's because they're in
sometimes.
our area. If we were just like strictly like machine people,
Yeah.
like we just did the
Might be out of the way a
machines,
little bit, wouldn't we?
We would, but they're in our area, so we deal with them.
This guy gets it. This guy, Gibby Givers, gets it. That's why he's here. What is some gym etiquette? What is that? What do I mean by saying that?
Be aware. Be aware of what you're doing, where you're doing it, how long you're doing it for.
Yeah, how about you get in and get out? Because this motherfucker told me you stay in there for 3 fucking hours.
We'll get
Now,
into this.
Okay.
We'll get into this.
No, 3 hours.
Okay.
No.
But I have before.
No.
I have before been in there 3 hours.
And to be fair to this guy, on Extremity Day, which is my Friday, it's legs and arms.
Oh Lord.
3 hours and 45 minutes last week
Without me,
without him.
Wow.
not even included.
So
But sometimes it's needed. Sometimes long gym
it was
sessions are needed.
necessary.
A Lord of the Rings movie?
Hell yeah.
Extended edition.
God!
I was there for 3 hours and 45 minutes.
We're trying to get this fucking ring to more.
It's the last.
Yeah.
It's the last dance. Now it's different with him on Mondays and stuff when I gotta go to bed
True.
to get ready for the next work day. 3 hours is rough,
Yeah.
but I am more than capable of staying in there for a marathon.
I have spent plenty of time in the gym longer than I've ever wanted to.
Yeah.
Got there at like 3 something and been there until like 6. Sometimes going in at 5 and been there till they close at 11. I've done that.
Wait.
Well,
You got there at 5,
5 something. It wasn't exactly
and you've
5.
been there till 11.
I have, yes.
What?
that's rough.
What do you watch? Fucking 3 movies?
No, but that was when I was doing 2019 when I got really strong and was hitting those right before COVID happened. I was doing nice workouts, like short workouts after work, and then on Fridays I would spend hours in the
Yes,
weight
that's
club.
what it is for me. I like my longevity workouts on Fridays and Saturdays.
I would spend like hours, and sometimes it would just be recovery stuff. So like not heavy weight, but it would be
listen to them, people.
I did this, and this week, so I need to do almost like a mini deload on this stuff, and I would just throw it into one.
Okay, well, a lot of people don't have that much time to be in the gym. What's a better alternative on not staying that long in the gym?
Get a plan.
Know your
Know
workouts.
what you're gonna do.
Everything
Okay.
about this has been a plan-based, not plants-based, plan-based.
Dude, don't go in there just saying, "Well, I think I might do this. I might do this." Like, get your workout. Get some setup of push-pull legs.
Monday I'm doing this, Tuesday I'm doing that.
Yep. Get your week planned out, and then make sure that you have your workouts planned out and your sets. You know how many sets. You know how many reps you're gonna do. Don't go in there without a plan. That's how you get stuck in there.
Guess what led to
sometimes.
the last dance? Steve not having a plan for months.
Yeah.
Steve used the weight club as a social setting,
That'll do
and did some curls, did some tricep extension, and got out the door. An hour a day.
That girl's hot. I'm gonna talk to her.
No, I'm just actually gonna stay over here and stare.
But
Most of the time.
it is. I mean, it's important because you learn the language too. Learn what a deload is. Learn like
Teddy, you know what a deload is?
hypertrophy, and then
No.
You know what hypertrophy is?
No.
like learn these. Like do some studying up. Like learn the
I
vocabulary
work out in the basement.
because
It's good.
these words are going to help you recognize what they're focusing on, like what your plan's focusing on, and how you're going to learn to maneuver around that. So like when I would do those hours long deload sessions, it's because I mean I was making my own plan, but I was also comfortable in the gym being there that long, because usually I would deload or do something on that long Friday night and then go out.
Yeah.
Because that's what my Fridays consisted of.
Yeah.
Go to the gym and go right downtown.
Go downtown with
With
a
the
pump.
pump.
With a sick pump.
I like how we said pump at the same time.
We know. Hey, we on the same wavelength. Over here.
Somebody's gonna get laid tonight.
But it's not me.
No, because
get these-
that's another thing. If you're a dude and you're going to the gym to impress women, that doesn't happen.
Oh,
It
no.
never. Dudes will be the only people.
I
who
want to throw
recognize
up
your
when I see
gains.
that shit.
Yeah. Dude, yeah.
Getting a compliment from the strongest guy in the gym is worth 10 hot chick
Yeah,
compliments. I tell you
and it'll
what.
make you come back every time.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
My man.
A dude the strongest guy there going, hey man, good
Like
shit.
what you're doing. That's all I gotta say. Like
Yeah,
what you're
good
doing.
shit.
Yeah.
You remember that one dude?
What dude?
That huge black dude who would get on that incline bench. And
He's going in my next episode. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
He's still strong. I was like that dude. He was always super nice.
Yes.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
Just a
Yeah.
bigger boy, but,
Yeah.
but he'll load up an incline bench
Super
and pump it
nice
out.
guy.
But
I think I know who you're talking about.
But he would give you
Yes.
you get a compliment from that dude.
Yes.
That was my. I'm going back.
I've made it.
It keeps you going.
Yeah.
Isn't he really loud?
No, I
No.
don't think so.
I think
He's
that's
very
what else,
quiet. He's
huh?
a very quiet guy.
Yeah.
He'll be like, "Hey man, I hate to bother you. Do you mind giving me a spot for this?"
Yeah, very unassuming.
Yeah.
Like he looks big, of course, but he's very quiet, very to himself. And then you'll just see him throw, 500 pounds on bench or something.
Yes.
Like that. You're like, oh, okay.
Hey, you'll kill me.
Yeah, you're like, okay, this guy, like,
Yeah, when
he's doing it.
When he did 3 wheels on incline bench, that's
when you know something's up.
Yeah.
Those are good ones.
You're not human.
But it's those people who will give you the compliments, but it also will fuel your need to go back.
Yes.
It will fuel that ego.
Yes.
Like, oh, I can't let him down.
No, you can't let him down at all.
No.
Yeah.
That's
But
criminal.
there's also people in there that you see that are giant, and you're like, holy crap, that's a big guy. And then you see him doing some weights, but their range of motion is so minimal.
Terrible.
It's so tiny that you're like, I'm not sure how you're getting those muscles.
So you
with,
like a half-ass squat.
yeah,
No, not even half. You're giving him too much credit.
yeah,
a quarter.
or
Right.
let's just say a leg press, and you're going maybe 6 inches, like a 6-inch drop, and then you're just back up.
And those are the people who will load it up and not take the weight off.
Yeah.
No, he's a world.
the person we're speaking of.
Doing a lot of
He
this.
will take his weights back.
He's a world champion at putting weight on and taking it off. But he's not a world champion at doing the actual movement.
It's range of motion so small, and that's another important thing that you want to know when you're getting into it,
Yes.
or even if you're not getting into it but you're still doing your stuff. Make sure that you're doing good motion and you're not just doing tiny non-working
Yes.
things.
We had a conversation like that with Whitlow, our other meathead friend. Mind-muscle connectivity
Very important.
is the absolute most important thing when it comes to fitness. Your body and your mind have to be on the same page with what you're doing.
You got to be knowing which muscle you're trying to activate and making sure.
Say if I'm doing a tricep push down and I'm feeling some lats.
yeah,
that
or
ain't
your
good.
Shoulders,
Yes.
having
Shoulders.
your rear delts or something.
Yes.
That's where technique is very important, and that's a lot of experimenting.
Yes.
A lot of YouTube videos can really be helpful too. Making sure that you're getting the right form down to start off with.
That's where I get my kettlebell constructions.
That's
And
great.
It's a great tool, just to, if nothing else, just to to
Visualize.
yeah, and see what you're supposed to be doing. And then you get it in the gym and you try it out, and you're not going to get it the first time. You do it a couple different times with some lower weight that you're very comfortable with, and you make sure that you're activating the muscle you're trying to activate. And then from there, going up in weight to doing, something more challenging.
Yeah.
But just jumping right in and throwing 140 pounds on tricep pushdown when you have no idea how to activate those muscles, that's ego lifting.
Yeah, and you're not going to get the results you're looking for.
Pro tip, avoid ego lifting. You look stupid, it doesn't work, and you just want to make sure that you're doing stuff right.
Preach.
Yeah.
Preach.
And it's okay to like, don't compare yourself to others.
No.
Especially
Everybody does that, though.
Yeah, I know. But like, if you see a bigger person in there, like I've seen this before plenty of times, and I've seen people who look in good shape, but who maybe are just like that naturally, high metabolism type stuff.
Right.
They carry a naturally good physique, but they're not actually in decent shape. Go in there and they'll see people who are bigger than them, and they'll lift. They'll be stronger, or they'll be faster, and then they'll think that like they need to compare themselves to them.
Not me. I don't give a fuck.
But
I don't give a fuck about people.
Good attitude to have. Don't
Yeah.
worry about other people. Worry about yourself.
Because here's the thing.
Because you're in there for you. No one's gonna.
I don't want to. I don't want to bulk up and then shred it in the summer.
Right.
I'm going to do what you guys aren't going to do, and I'm going to see if it works, and I'm going to try and prove to you guys that it will work. I'm just going to eat better, and I really need to.
Sounds like a goddamn competition.
I mean,
Wait,
that's just a good.
You want to make it? So I'm going to.
Yeah, I do. Because I know who's going to win that one.
Well, we'll see about your diet then.
I think he's got you on diet.
I don't think he trains near.
Well, diet for what?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not trying to look the way that you're trying to go for. I'm just trying to look healthy. I'm trying to feel healthy and look good.
You're just on a general maintenance cycle.
Yeah.
You're just like a longevity cycle.
Yeah, because I don't want to force myself to fucking eat in the winter and then just power lift.
That's not what I'm doing, really.
Well, for some people it is.
Yeah.
You're forcing yourself to eat. I used to have to force myself to eat.
I've done that before.
5-6 times a day, eating 500 calorie meals.
Trying to get to that 6,000 level calorie mark.
Yeah.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I don't think I ever reached 6,000, but I was 4,000, 5,000 occasionally.
It's Phelps level.
I remember, I'll never forget when I'll drop his name, Zach was training for his powerlifting comp.
There's a chore to eat.
And I would watch him literally eat.
Until he's sick.
Till he was sick. Like, he would eat food and be like, I'm going to throw up. And I'd be like, you can't.
Right.
You gotta keep
You have to keep it in.
You're wasting all that food.
He would be miserable. We would go to bed and he would be miserable.
Because the reason
But now
why
he got strong as shit. Like, he got super strong. But he was miserable.
the reason why I'm going to do what I'm going to do is because I was able to do that when I was when I was competing and fighting or whatever. But I ate whatever I wanted to. Now that I'm in control of eating and cooking what I plan on cooking and train this same way or a little bit the same way as I used to, I feel like I can reach that goal.
But you also have to realize you're older, too.
That is true.
Metabolisms have changed.
Yeah.
25 is actually a big year for people because that's when your body starts to go on a decline.
Yeah. Because my prime physique was 20 years old.
Yeah.
If I could get back to 22-year-old Steve, you're all in fucking trouble.
If I could go back to being when I the 2019, that's that summer
2019?
spring
Almost 3 years ago, yeah.
If I could get back to that, oh my god.
If I was 20-year-old Ted,
Hitting the bag.
hitting the bag,
Hitting the speed bag.
doing some fucking CrossFit workouts. I guess that's another reason why I was never really into powerlifting. I always really did the
high intensity.
free weight, high intensity. Because I feel so much better after
There is a
a
different
lot of cardio
satisfaction.
based. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I do not.
Yeah. I tried running the other day, and I used to be a marathon runner. I don't want to run ever again.
Right.
My feet throb.
But also, we're different body styles. Like was it exomorph, endomorph?
Yeah.
See, this guy gets it.
I am built different, body wise than you are.
Yeah.
I can carry more weight, like just based on my body. Like right now, would you guess how much I weigh if you looked at me?
I don't know. It'd be hard. I'm gonna
If
say.
I stand up.
Well, you're tall too.
Yeah, but like this is like
Are we guessing?
yeah.
Y'all guess first.
265.
I think he knows though.
I don't know.
No, you're not that heavy.
What do you think I weigh?
240.
240.
I'm gonna put you at 273.
Dylan is the closest.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
275.
275. I have been on a massive bulk here recently. But also I'm pulling, the other day at work, I did 415 for 5 on deadlifts.
See? That's the other benefit to the bulk, Ted. You just fucking lift heavier.
Yeah.
You do.
But once again, my body, you would look way different
Mhm.
at 275 than what I look now.
Oh yeah, I would look like a fucking snail.
Like a bowling
Turtle.
ball.
Yeah, I would look like a turtle.
But, that's something else I think people should think about, especially if you're getting into the gym for the first time.
Mhm. Everyone carries weight differently.
Yes.
Guess how much I weigh?
Is this
Don't
what
have
we're
to feel
doing?
me, so I'm feeling you.
I got a belly.
No, I think I
You
have
don't
an
have,
idea
a,
what
you
he
don't have a
weighs.
dump truck, so
I'm not going to guess his. I have an idea what it is.
Would you say you're more than Steve? Steve,
No.
you're probably 200 right now, 210,
I'm 193.
193. Okay, you're wearing it well. You look good.
Thank you.
So you're not more than him.
Hey. I'm just kidding.
I would say you're probably 180 something.
He's 170.
170.
174.
Okay.
Yeah.
180's not a bad guess.
But I want to be at 150.
Let's guess Dylan's.
Next.
Round the table. Wait, pause for a second.
Okay.
Though. You're 174.
Yeah.
174, and you want to get down to 150.
Yeah.
That's a big jump
Yeah.
for the weight, but it is doable.
It's also doable because it's
You
medication.
gotta eat right and you gotta cut
Yeah.
right. But that is a big cut.
Yeah.
It's a
It is
huge
a big
cut.
cut, especially depending on
Fuck, he's done it.
fat percentage.
I've cut
or
12
fat
pounds
levels.
in 4 days.
This guy can
How
cut weight.
healthy was that?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
was
not
that just
healthy.
straight
Well, I was
taking
counting for a
water
fight,
weight?
but
Okay.
I fluctuate
No,
a
this
lot.
guy was-
Same here. I do too.
This guy was.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say this? Like 135 at Radford. You
Yeah.
were light.
Starting at Radford, 135, 140.
You should lose at least at the most 2 pounds a week. That's the healthiest you can lose.
Right.
Write it
And
down.
the thing is, like, with maintaining your muscle as well. If you could cut down to 150 and do that easily,
Yeah.
but you're going to lose some muscle in that aspect, and really you don't want to.
Ted's
do
been
that
bulking the
because
entire
you don't-
time and he didn't
you
know
want
it.
to get a little shred city.
He's-
to do
he's been
that.
bulking the
That's
entire time and
keeping
didn't even know
keeping
it.
your muscle healthy. You're going to lose a little bit of muscle, but that's the way it goes.
Stop the motherfucker.
Because so I'm probably going to maintain at probably 275. That's where I'm cutting off. I don't want to get to 300 because I'll feel like an asshole.
You feel terrible.
But
That's when the health concerns start to come in. Like
275 with the weight I'm moving, I feel pretty good. I think I'm going to do good in this comp.
you're doing. Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot the fireman's comp.
Yeah. So, but like for me, when I go on my cut, and I haven't forgot about guessing your weight either.
Yeah, we'll get
I've got
after this one. We'll get to it.
I know.
500 pounds.
But you can't guess. 'Cause
I just know my pals
But
and what they weigh.
I'm gonna cut in increments, so I'll probably do 275 down to 250 something, high 250.
Yeah.
Maintain a little bit, cut a little more. Because eventually 220s, 230s the goal. Which that's a big gap, but by the time spring ends, I should be close to 220, 230.
6 months, give or take. I mean, depending if you start in January.
That's the plan.
Well, 5 months.
Dylan is 275 pounds.
Look at see the difference.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, he's kidding.
Yeah.
He's definitely kidding.
I
Yeah.
would say.
Or am I? Or am I? I told you I,
I
knew
would
all
say
my friends' weight.
220.
220.
You're 217.
Got 217.
Because you're how tall? 6'2", 6'3"?
32. 6'2".
Okay, 6'2". What weight? What type of weight are you moving?
He's
What do you
moving
mean?
weight.
Like on what?
Would you-
Maxes.
Yeah, like
Bench 315.
Well, we struggled to deadlift the other day.
We did. My max deadlift is nothing crazy, so we won't talk about that. And then squat, I think, is right at like 400.
I would say you're moving. 220. I feel like is a pretty good number for you then.
220.
Because you don't have a belly, but you're big, so I would say 220. Because I remember in like high school and stuff. Now that you've definitely changed since high school.
Yeah.
You've picked up a lot then, but I would say in high school you were probably, I don't know, maybe 160 in high school.
Yeah.
So I would say 220.
You guys are both right. I mean, depending on the day, I'm either like 217, 218, or 220.
Yeah.
It just fluctuates, like you said. Your weight fluctuates, so does mine.
My weight does not fluctuate at all.
I'll be 220 one day and 217 a day or two later.
I'll be 193 for the rest of my life, even during a cut.
I wish it would stay solid, because one day I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm doing all right, and the next day I'm like, where the fuck did that go?
Where'd that
But
weight go?
That's water weight and what you have in your stomach.
It's going to be really hard for this cut for me to get rid of the creatine I'm on.
I've actually cut that out.
I tell you what, Gibby, if I don't have that brand of creatine that I have, I feel like Samson without his hair. I feel like I'm going to die. I feel like I can't.
Weak creatine.
I feel like I can't, bench press 30-pound dumbbells when I'm on that.
I have actually cut.
When I'm off of it. Have you replaced it with anything?
You eat any more red meat or anything?
No. And I feel good moving the weight that I'm moving.
I'd like to get into that next supplement talk.
That's not a necessity, But it is helpful.
It does make you, definitely feel it when you're lifting. You definitely know.
Yeah.
You get a
Big
little bit of strength gains, recovery gains.
I do feel good with what I'm moving now. Like I said, I'm moving 415 for 5 very comfortably. So, I don't know. I don't feel like I need it. If that makes sense.
I need it.
SpongeBob.
There's always a SpongeBob reference, and there's one. I'd like to get into supplement talk, but there's some we can't talk about, but there's some we can. Gibby, what are we on right now?
The 4 Horsemen.
No, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about that.
Why not?
Because
That's nothing bad.
Well, they just took one off.
there's some on the watch list.
What did they think?
Well, it's their fault.
Well, it was, what was it? The
Androdrol.
Androdrol.
They took Androdrol off?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they replaced it with something else. So we got to replace.
They're going to plant-based pro-hormones.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they're on a watch list.
But that Androdrol was got put on the FDA watch list.
Ah.
Which, damn it, if I'd have known that, I would have bought up the stock.
Yes. We would have had it for the next 10 years.
I would have. There would have been none left in the
That's the
store.
best supplement I've ever taken in my life.
Yes.
I've not done a stack from 5-star. Or
I feel like you would do a GNC stack now, since you work there.
Well, yeah, you could plug GNC stacks. They're all right. They're not pro hormones. They're testosterone boosting things, but they're not. They're not what you would get like pro hormones.
They're not as aggressive as like what you get.
Yeah,
at
they're
Mark.
just taking things that naturally boost your testosterone: D-aspartic acid, ashwagandha, fenugreek, a couple different other things.
Sounds like a hallucinant.
Yeah, ashwagandha, because
Sounds like fucking ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca,
yeah. No, ashwagandha.
Make me puke.
Ashwagandha's a good one. It's pretty popular here recently. A lot of people like it. Has some testosterone boosting effects.
That's my problem with all this shit, because I'm afraid if, say, I were to take it, a bunch of testosterone booster, down the line,
Right.
when I get older, I won't have any testosterone left. I won't be able to.
That's why you got to replace it.
Yeah.
Well, and
steroid.
mostly, I guess, how it works is like it's stuff that just helps you naturally increase a little bit more. Whereas, let's call it steroids.
Right.
They, are just artificially implanting that kind of
into your body.
Some of them work that way, not all of them, but that's
why you
shutting your
get
balls
shrinkage.
off.
Yeah.
And that's just how that
I
goes.
got peanut nuts.
The other stuff is not really doing that. It's just kind of activating some of those things. So, but you have to watch your studies on that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I guess I'm one of the ones for the listeners that are like, I'm good.
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. No, I mean it's not for everybody, and there's something to say about doing it like without any aid or anything like that. But I guess it's
The
Kind of like a vitamin in a way.
Because I mean, I'm not judging because my dad took steroids.
Right.
Good for him. I didn't know that, but good for him.
Yeah.
I am
See
pro
what I mean?
steroid.
I grew up watching the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pro steroid. Major League Baseball.
Arnold fan right here.
Big Arnold guy.
Big Arnold guy.
But if you're doing steroids, fucking claim it.
Yeah,
Don't all these new people calling out and they're seeing these guys who do these crazy things with crazy physiques and they're not natural. These
Yeah.
guys are
Zac Efron.
absolutely not
Zac
natural.
Efron, natural?
No.
No way in hell.
No.
The Rock?
And these people who think that they can obtain these physiques naturally, it's hard. There are very few people who get that close, and it's
Well, I feel bad for like
Definitely.
Lance Armstrong because everybody took it, but he took all
he
the
didn't,
heat for
he
it.
didn't really
Yeah.
do steroids. He just doped.
Blood doped.
Well,
Which
I mean,
is a
I still think
performance
it's the
enhancer.
same
It's a
thing.
no,
It's
it's in the same
enhancer.
category.
Yeah.
any
It's a
PED, anything that's going to
Yeah, it is a PED.
better, stronger,
Yeah.
in a great deal of ways.
And it's not like you can just take steroids and not do anything. You have to put the effort in.
Yeah.
The effort has to be put in. You're just giving yourself another level.
Well, you're allowed to because of the recovery it provides.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't feel sore.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't
Right.
take steroids and just sit on your couch and get bigger.
Yeah.
You do get bigger, you get fatter. Yes.
Yeah. I guess so.
But, you know, it's just like anything else. You get, like Dylan said, you got to be cognizant of, like, what you're taking and be careful.
I'd like to bring this back to a story. There was a guy at the gym a few years ago. His name was Johnson. And he was from Beijing. And he was on any kind of steroid you could think of. But all he would go, but people would ask him about him because he had, you know, when someone's on performance enhancing, they have that.
It's
You
that
can
you
see
look
it.
at the
The
depth.
shoulder, the shoulder and the trap.
Shoulders
Yeah.
and traps and
If
It
you
looks
got
like it looks like it's just swollen up.
If
all
you
of a
got the
sudden.
Death Star shoulder,
yeah.
You're on something.
There's some tells, you know. And it also kind of depends on where your injection site is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
known some people who inject in legs, and their legs just blow up.
I've heard ass
So
is
if
the
you-
absolute worst.
So if you inject your ass,
You'll get that tailpiece we were talking about.
you'll get that big booty.
Yeah,
I mean,
you'll get that tailpiece
if
we were
you're
talking about.
If you're working it out, and I'm not saying, you know, just because you inject in the spot, it's
No.
gonna get bigger. But it's just like
Where do cyclists inject?
legs?
Yeah, in their quad.
I mean, and their legs are fucking.
Where do these bodybuilders?
Usually arm, shoulders.
Shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to get a BBL to. You just do steroids.
Just do it careful.
Yeah.
But you're
But
saying this guy was on everything.
This guy was on all the Mexican supplements.
I'm jealous.
He would go around telling people he just drank water. Now he's a funny guy, but I was.
Yeah, because that's funny.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just claim it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be
He's
like,
like, I
hey,
did-
everybody,
hey, it's like,
I'm on steroids.
What's
But, you
your
know,
secret?
yeah.
I just drink water. Water and whey protein.
Yeah.
For people who are
I
looking
remember
up
that.
to you or something like that, and they think you're natural, they think, oh, you just do this by yourself. You know, you're really fucking with those people.
Yeah, because
Because-
they'll never look like that.
No, and it's, you know, it creates a false image for everybody, I think, and it's detrimental to the whole scene.
Etiquette.
Etiquette.
Going back to etiquette.
Yeah.
You gotta have good etiquette.
Be real with people.
And just as far as supplements go, if you're just starting out,
Yeah, what are some good basics for these people, for these listeners?
For basic supplements,
Basic supplementation.
I would think.
What are the
protein is
essentials?
protein you have to. I mean, that's like if you want to you just need to have some protein. Unless you're getting your protein in
With meals.
throughout other meals of the day. Totally valid. People do it. Hard as shit.
You got
Yes.
a lot of meat.
A lot of different proteins.
You gotta be a carnivore, basically.
Yeah, and so, you know, if that's hard for you, a great way is supplementing some type of whey protein, isolates, all sorts of different stuff. So that's a good one for sure.
Vitamins.
Vitamins can help.
I
I don't think they help that much for like muscle gain.
Right.
I
Right,
feel like that's
just
very
health in general.
Micro.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's a micro portion of your nutrients.
Yeah, and a lot of vitamins that you see, like multivitamins, don't have a significant portion of things.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I knew that because Bush, he was like in the chat, what kind of vitamins should I take? I'm just like, well, don't take the multivitamins because that's just the bullshit stuff. You got to get the select things and just take them all at once.
Built.
Pills, and this is like another thing for injection versus like whatever. The pills, anything in a pill form, the uptake is only like 30%. So you're only getting like 30% of what's actually there because it has to go through the digestive tract.
Right.
Which is why, you know, people who take steroids inject because it's a direct injection. You get most, if not all, of the supplement. Same thing, you know, like a good example is older people, especially dudes who get testosterone replacement. You know, they start you out with the cream, but that cream's only like a 10% uptake.
Yeah.
Because it's not very effective. Which is why I would recommend anyone who needs testosterone replacement just do the direct injection because you're going to get the most bang for the buck.
Yep.
RT, baby.
TRT.
But
When I qualify for that,
no,
it's happening.
Go to the doctor.
When it's
Tell
when
me
I
I've low sex drive.
when
You're
I
depressed.
when
you're
I-
losing your hair.
when I qualify for that, it's happening. I see how Joe Rogan. I'm just listening to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
No, we're kidding, guys. Don't abuse the medical system for your gym gains. It's not that deep.
Well, I won't be in the gym anymore because I remember this is the last dance.
But
Creatine's a popular one.
creatine.
I told you just a minute ago I can't get off of it.
It's the most heavily studied supplement
Unlike SARMs.
in weightlifting. One of, at least. Now,
The cheapest.
SARMs are wild. There's somebody on SARMs right now.
Really?
Yep.
How are they acting?
140.
Oh,
Huh?
They're on round.
that I've
140.
heard will fuck you up if you're not careful.
There's no studies in SARMs.
They're very rare.
little.
They're very rare.
Yeah.
Very little
And they're
studies.
usually on mice.
What was it called?
SARMs.
SARMs.
It's it got popular on TikTok with. Well, if people like Bush know what SARMs are, I know it came on TikTok.
Sounds like a.
It's a performance enhancing
Fucking
drug that
variant.
has not been studied.
It is
Way less safe than steroids.
And
receptive something.
yeah, it targets a certain receptor.
But
within
is it direct injection?
no, you.
It's oral.
Yeah, the ones that I've seen, they can come in pills. I've seen them like that, or droppers.
Yeah.
Like a
Droppers.
CBD dropper?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's-
I'm sure there's probably some way to inject it, but I can't say for sure. Most of them I think are oral though.
But the Rad 140 is like one of the top ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's the one with the most studies on it.
Yeah.
I watch a guy on YouTube, More
Okay.
Plates, More Dates,
Right.
and he's like a pharmacist
Hmm.
bro, so he'll break things down for people, and he'll talk about these things.
I have not seen any massive effect from it. I mean, I think he's been on it more than a month, maybe to 2 months close.
I've heard you have got to be careful because it will crash your system.
And
What kind of system we talking about? We talking about nervous system.
No, your
testosterone
like your
system.
endocrine system and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it'll crash it.
So we've got SARMs included in the daily essential supplements.
No,
I want to
no.
talk about Tren. Just real quickly. I've got a story
sandwich.
about Tren.
Bologna sandwiches.
Tren anything is possible.
It is.
I train real hard.
De-believe in yourself.
D-ball leaves. Yeah, that's I love D-balls. Ones, they're funny.
Tren is a steroid.
It is the steroid, I would say.
Trembolin acetate.
That's
It's
when
one
you-
of the most popular.
That's where you see the rage.
Okay.
Tren, I'm going to talk about a story about a guy who was on Tren.
What, you showed me on your phone?
No.
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 I'd love to talk
Fuck that guy.
No,
All
we're
right.
not going to. We're not going to. We're not going to.
Why not?
Because we're not
Hey,
going
I'm
to.
here for it.
We're not going to. But this guy was on Tren, and he developed something called Tren cough.
Okay. Gotcha.
I find this hilarious. There is a cough you develop sometime throughout the process of injecting Tren. And he thought he was going to die because of this cough because it wouldn't stop. And he quit cold turkey.
You can't do that.
No.
It fucked up a lot of his life.
Yeah.
But Tren cough sounds goddamn hilarious.
Tren cough and COVID toe, those two go together.
COVID toe? Which
Is it a sustained or a specific sound?
Tren cough.
apparently it sounds like you're dying.
It's probably like really raspy almost. Like you got
Yeah.
mucus buildup.
I've
Sick-
not heard it.
40-year-old smoker cough
But
for a 2 minutes straight, and you feel like you're dying. If it causes you to quit Tren cold turkey,
Scary.
that's a scary cough.
I do know though, like with stuff like that, steroids, you have to get blood work done often. You need to run.
You need to tell your doctor.
You need to at least run a. What's the other one? What's the other major hormone? It's real high in females. I can't think of it.
Estrogen blockers.
Estrogen. You need to run some sort of estrogen in your system to help balance it out because what it does is these estrogen blockers. So if you take a bunch of testosterone or boosters, what it does is they balance each other out.
Yeah.
Men and women both create testosterone and estrogen. It's just higher in different ways.
Yes.
So what'll happen is that estrogen will actually build up to cap your testosterone. So usually you'll take a blocker to keep it capped so you can keep building more testosterone,
Your estrogen
and your
levels
estrogen
don't
will stay
raise.
low. But now the thing is, this is very important. You need to run estrogen in your system while taking the blockers, because you're building so much testosterone that you're having an adverse effect from it. So you need to inject estrogen. It seems counterintuitive, but it helps keep that level kind of in sync.
Right.
So you keep the blockers running, but you also run the estrogen in.
More of a balance.
Yeah.
So you're not just
It's a balance
throwing
beam.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're just fucking up your body.
It is extremely
Risky.
technical, risky. You have to be very careful with how you do it.
You gotta know where you're getting your stuff.
Know where you're getting it. Know how you're going to
That's
do it.
that's what I'm saying. It's just
There's way
it just
too many
seems
risks.
too hard and too like
It is
too
hard.
much.
It's
It
a lot,
is.
and not a lot
Yeah.
of people do it correctly.
No,
They
I don't
mess
know
themselves up.
anybody that does it correctly.
And like I said, you'll run the blocker and you'll run that test, whatever it is, the steroid, the test booster, and you won't run the correct post cycle, and your system will crash. You will stop taking those blockers, your testosterone will be up here, and all of a sudden that estrogen is going to boost up. Your test
And you're going to grow a set of tits.
and you're going to get tits. And you're going to get
That's
a
my worst
belly.
nightmare.
Yeah, growing a pair of tits, an A cup.
Liver protectors
You'll get
too.
yeah.
Yes.
You have to, because it destroys your liver,
Mhm.
and you got to make sure you take something to help, protect your liver.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Like Matthew was saying, that PCT, post cycle therapy.
It's essential.
Very,
That's
very
more essential
important.
probably than the damn.
If you do your steroids right, your cycle right, and you don't do your PCT right,
You're fucked.
You basically
You're not having children.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
It'll
not
take-
having children.
It'll take you up to a year just to try to get back to normal.
Yeah.
I've read stories about that. People fucking it up and they'll crash their system, and it'll take them over a year to get back to a normal level.
So here's some helpful advice. Don't do that.
Yeah, really. I mean,
Yeah.
for the general person,
No.
for 98% of the population, you don't need to do any type of steroids.
That's why we just discussed it.
And I would also say for the general population just starting out, you don't need to do stacks like
No.
we did.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, not fuck 5-star. 5-star, they're a selling corporation. They're gonna try and sell.
They're
you.
going to push it.
Everybody.
No, it's the most expensive product. Of
That's
course,
how
it's
they
going to be
do
the.
Hey, you want some? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
if
What
you guys really
what
want
about
to
that?
gain some muscle, we have this stack here that just be very wary with that.
They sound like car salesmen.
They are.
They're very
I
pushy.
think the prerequisite for working at 5-star is to work at Sheeler Motor Mile.
They're good sellers. I mean, they're great at selling.
You got to go in there and know what you're wanting.
Yep.
This is just like the gym. Know what you want, what you're looking for.
Always
and
be skeptical.
Say
Yeah.
no to what you don't want.
Do your research if you're unsure of something. Don't always just, necessarily listen to the people that say something works or doesn't work. Do your own research before you come in. Do your own research after you leave, and just be wary. Don't let them sell you on anything that you might not necessarily need.
I would say that's a big thing for stimulants.
Yeah.
I would say that's one that I think most people, especially starting out, could really get a good benefit out of. But maybe you don't react to stimulation very well. Some people do not react well to taking pre-workout.
Yeah.
Should have never done it.
Avoid pre-workout.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Helpful advice.
Really, just avoid it for as long as you can.
Yeah, I don't
And
do it because I hate the feeling of it.
And-
I hate the itchiness.
But that steel. But that steel I gave you.
It made me sweat.
Yeah.
It's intense.
It made me sweat.
It's very intense.
Thermogenics, if it's got any type of thermogenic in it, then it's
You're going to feel warm.
sweat a little bit.
You're going to feel warm.
But you
Yeah.
can do non-stim pre-workouts,
Yep.
but I would avoid it as much as possible. Because now I'm a caffeine addict.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I am as
caffeine
well.
Is really what's killer there, and the non-stims or other supplements that you can do. Like there's L-citrulline. That's
Yeah.
one of the main ones in pre-workout. Beta
Beta-alanine.
Beta-alanine's, that's when you're looking up pre-workouts, you gotta, if it's got more beta-alanine, baby,
Yeah, yeah.
it's more potent.
Betaine anhydrous. I think that's another
Yes,
one. Another
it is.
good one in there. But you can take all those in select forms by themselves, or a product that doesn't have any caffeine, and you're still getting a lot of the benefits from a pre-workout without that dependency on caffeine.
You get the focus, which is I think what a lot of people, especially starting out, you don't have the focus in the gym. So you take the pre-workout to get the focus, but then you also get hammered on that caffeine and those like the same. Basically, what's in a Monster is some of the stuff that's in a pre-workout.
This is where I want to get at because you guys are talking about supplements and physically getting prepared for a workout, but shy away from that. Give me some advice on, or give the listeners and watchers advice on how to improve your mental state and to just doing it.
To getting in there.
To getting in there.
Well, I think
that's a battle I have almost every day.
We probably have 3 different approaches on this too. You talk to every person, you're probably going to have 3 different approaches.
Yeah,
right.
It is unique to everybody.
Because I think, honestly, that's the most important. You just have to go and do it.
Yep. I feel like we can all agree that routine is one of the biggest parts of that.
I hate getting thrown off.
Yeah, I mean, and by routine is just setting yourself in a plan, like we were talking about earlier, and just making sure that you follow through with it, that you go, even if you feel like shit, even if you don't really think you're going to have a great workout.
Yeah.
When you're starting out, just go get yourself in that routine.
I have several of those a week.
Get yourself used to going, get yourself used to doing what you're doing that day, and once you do it for long enough, it'll become easier and easier as you go on.
Because, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say also, like on some days, like when you just don't feel well, maybe you've trained hard these past couple days, go to the gym, but maybe instead of hitting your normal workout, get on the bike, row a little bit, get a sweat going, because you can definitely overtrain yourself.
That's so easy to do.
It is.
And the only thing, you may not be doing your workout, but you are staying on your schedule, and you're staying consistent.
So
Well, just know before going, you're like, God, I really don't want to go. But you have to have that mindset of, well, if you go, you'll be glad that you did go.
Even if it
after.
sucked. Even if it sucked.
Even if it sucked. Because when, like I said before, when I was biking and running or whatever, I was at the state, like I was a crazy person. Like I didn't have that mindset. I was like, I'm going to do it, but I lost it. So it's hard to get back, but now I'm feeling like the itch, which is good.
And that's also part of the motivation. Like what made you even want to go to the gym in the first place?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. The whole reason I go to the gym, I hate myself.
Right.
He is on to something today. That's what fills Steve with everything, is self-hatred.
Now, the negative part of going to the gym is you get huge body dysmorphia.
You can.
That's where we went into talking about comparing yourselves to other patrons of the gym.
But then the part about body dysmorphia, at least for me, is because I look back that 2019 summer, the best shape of my life. I was running good, I was strong, and I hate myself for getting away from that.
Yes.
Which was, that's part
So we just talked about pre-workout. Why would I need pre-workout when I have self-hatred?
No.
And that fuels me the best.
Exactly. That's your pre-workout.
But I mean,
hate yourself.
That was my honest goodness motivation to get in the gym, like to really hit it.
Because you're gonna be in pain.
You're gonna
You're in pain
these first couple months.
when you're working out. You're straining your body.
Well, me, I'm weird because I think about other people. Like, say, I'm in a better mood after I work out, so I'm like more friendly, more interactive with people if I have that workout done. Yeah. And if I don't, I feel like I'm kind of a worser person.
Hateful? Little hate?
Yeah.
Little hate?
Well, working out does great things for your body and your mind.
The endorphins,
too.
yeah.
It just gets a lot going. Like, we are meant to be active people. And, that doesn't, there are exceptions to everything, but most of the time when you get moving and get some exercise, you're going to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going to be a little bit happier.
And if you have a bad day, like I've done that plenty of times. I've went to the gym. If I've had a bad day or something, I'll work out. Especially now, we get a bad call. I'm like, man, that call sucked. I'm going to go work out.
Right.
Because to me, it's like, it's my own personal therapy. I can put my music on. I can work out. And then sometimes you maybe watch one too many Arnold videos and you're like, I just want to be the baddest motherfucker on the planet. I want to be the best. You do. But it's honestly like, to the most part, it's a war against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You are your biggest enemy and comparison.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna try to think of a quote. My own quote.
Okay, go for it.
Let me think. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Strive to be better than you were yesterday.
Yeah, I feel like that's a famous quote.
Really?
I feel like that's been said because
no,
it's very
pretty
general.
sure.
That was very general.
I'm
Well,
pretty
it
sure
sounded good.
It did sound good. I'm pretty sure it's something similar.
Hey, it wasn't live, laugh, love.
Yeah,
God.
that's true. Lift, laugh, love.
Yeah. I mean, there's a Jocko one. I like. It's me versus me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jocko's most famous quote.
Good.
Good. Yeah, I like that quote.
Do it. Get up.
some.
Get up.
Have a good Monday, y'all. Out.
That's what I like about Jocko.
Yeah.
It's a battle with yourself. It's a battle to make sure you get there. Make sure you're staying on track.
It's not a battle with me and the guys wearing Gymshark flexing in the mirror.
No. Even
As
though
much
sometimes
as-
it is.
As much as I
That's
think,
'cause you're just trying to see
as
the mirror.
much as I think those guys are dweebs and dorks, and we'll get into that in the episode this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the most ego things you can do.
With trying to take ego out of
without
it.
an ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Etiquette. Watch your surroundings.
Yeah.
Don't be flexing in the mirror when someone's trying to do a lift.
Puke.
Don't block someone else just to flex or
Oh,
look at
God.
yourself.
Oh,
you
my
know.
God.
Have a purpose with everything that you do in the gym. It's perfectly viable to flex after a lift.
Yes.
Right?
In a
Because
corner.
yeah,
By
well,
yourself.
I mean, flexing has been like shown to help activate your muscle, help get blood flow into that area. Perfectly acceptable to flex. Do not flex in front of everybody, in front of the mirror.
Constantly.
Block other people. Yeah, like there's a limit to it, you know? Like
There's an etiquette
if
to
you're
it.
gonna flex after you've done what you've done, let your
I'm gonna
blood flow a
flex
little bit,
the rest of the episode.
and then get the fuck out of the way for everyone else.
Yeah, get the fuck
I mean,
out of
there's
the
a
way.
reason people call it like the Iron Paradise or the Iron Temple because
I saw a lady on the elliptical,
Oh, yeah.
old lady, 60-something years old, wearing an Iron Paradise shirt on the
hell
elliptical
yeah.
today.
I mean, what got y'all in the gym? I mean,
Mine was probably I was
Bush.
pretty at a low point, but
Bush
got me in there.
Bush claims responsibility.
He was who I started going with, but I was definitely at a low point in my life, not very happy with myself, wasn't eating very well, and wasn't hardly eating at all. And I just decided that was not what I wanted to do anymore, and I wanted to do something better. So I decided to start going to the gym, and a good friend, Bush, was at Radford. I was at Radford too, and we just started going to the gym. That got me in my routine. And once I started to see some results that I liked, I was like, okay, I can do this on my own. And started going to different gyms and doing different stuff.
I'm going to tell you the best motivation right now for
What is it?
going in the gym. Go out there, ladies, gentlemen. Find yourself a wonderful person. Fall in love with that person. And then break up with them.
It was heartbreak.
And then break up.
Drove. Yeah.
And then break up with them. You will get the best results. You get the best bang for your buck.
God.
And that's not a joke.
No. I thought you were going down the creep route. Like, find somebody in the gym
No.
and fall in love with
No.
them
Go
just by
out.
looking at them.
No, go out, have a
That's
great
fantastic.
and like a good 3-month romance. Really get to know them. Meet their parents. Then let them break your heart. Because you will get a hell of
Gains. It's for the gains.
The other side to that coin is finding someone who's already into fitness. You know, you don't necessarily have to.
I got that.
Yeah, you fall in love
Some
or you get with
accountability
somebody
there.
who's already into this stuff,
Yeah.
and then you just naturally, start to do it with them because that's part of growing together.
and they'll hold you accountable for your actions.
was
Yeah,
a-
because like one day Erica will lift and I didn't. I'm like, God, I hate my fucking self for not going down
There
the
you go. There's
basement.
the
Yeah.
hatred though.
Yeah.
See what it means? It works.
But yeah,
There's different ways to get into it for everybody. You just got to find your way and
Yeah.
stick with it.
Find your why.
Consistency, making sure that you're consistent with going, consistent with what you're doing. That's key. You know,
Consistency's key. There's another quote.
yeah, consistency.
Keep hating yourself, and you'll see results.
Consistently
I mean, it
hate
works.
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
Consistently
Get your
hate
heart
yourself.
broken, and then you'll consistently hate yourself to get in the gym.
It's congruent.
Yes.
Yeah.
It all goes together.
Good Scrabble word.
Yes.
I guess you want to do some quick gym etiquette though, like just
Go ahead.
1. If you're doing a 125-pound deadlift, don't drop the weight.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
115?
Slamming weights. Try to avoid it. Heavy ass weight, you can't avoid it.
It's
you know?
acceptable.
You got 400 pounds, 500 pounds.
It's gonna fall heavy.
Sometimes 200 pounds. You know, it depends on who you are, what your build is. Sometimes weight's heavy. If it's not that heavy, don't go throwing it around. don't drop it from your waist. Don't, there's different lifts, of course, but
The control down is just as important as the lift up.
Yes.
I can see how, like, if somebody's struggling and they drop it, of course.
Oh,
that's just flat out failure.
But if you're a fucking douchebag that drops and be like, oh, you see that shit?
I'm talking about the quick 120, like you're doing 115
to warm up,
and you're up quick, and you're up, no struggle at all, and you just boom, let that thing go. I hate you.
See that happen a lot?
Yeah.
See that happen a lot?
Because a lot of head turns happen. You're just like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Or you're like, damn, that, some weight dropping, somebody moving some weight, and you look over and it's like,
they're warming up.
Absolutely nothing.
It's different, but you see the 400-pound.
Thanks for scaring me.
You see the 400 pounds go up, and then you hear the grunt and the drop, and then you hear like the doom. Because usually when it's lightweight, it'll bounce a couple times.
Yeah.
But if you just hear the doom,
that's when I turn around and give a golf clap.
you're like, all right, okay.
But you can also mind your business too.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have a problem with that.
What do you mean?
Just not minding our business. We'll just see stuff and
like, look at that fucking loser.
Well, that's part of the entertaining.
We really don't pick on like people who are disadvantaged or they try to get in we pick on like the people who should be better at what they do.
Yeah.
Who should be bullied.
Who know better and are still doing stupid stuff.
That's what we pick on.
Yeah, if you're in there trying to get started, we're not going to pick on you.
The people watching is one of the best parts of the gym.
It's fun.
But be careful how you people watch. Another gym etiquette.
Don't stand.
Don't give them eyes like.
Yeah. Don't take pictures.
Tunnel fucking vision.
Yeah, don't be like.
I cannot do that. I have
Don't
no
be
talent.
afraid.
I have no talent to take pictures of people in the wild.
Right.
I have no talent to do that.
Another gym etiquette. If you're gonna film yourself,
Get the fucking tripod out of the way.
don't
Jesus.
don't be disrespectful when someone walks through your camera view while
They don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
It's everybody's gym, I understand wanting to film yourself, whether it's for like watching your form or if you got a page or something, for sure, film yourself, but like do it in a way that you're not bothering the people around you.
I told him the other day, I was like, just do it again.
Yeah. If somebody
It'll
walks
come
through,
again.
Yeah.
It's not your last lift.
Yeah.
No.
It's not like a life or death situation.
It's not a buzzer beating shot.
Yeah.
PRs,
That's what I got in the way of.
Yeah.
PRs or whatever, I would just, try and get it in a way that you don't think people are going to walk in front of it. Or have somebody stand around and be like, hey, we're taking a video. Do you mind? 1 second.
Okay, here's some advice. If you plan on videoing, have a guy with you.
Yeah.
So you won't get pissed off when somebody walks by.
And most people
The frame.
aren't going to be upset if you're like, hey, you want to go to the gym with me?
Yeah.
And then you go like, real quick, you mind videotaping this? I just want to make sure this is looking good. Something.
Yeah, just
I
ask
want to make
like
sure this
somebody-
PR counts.
Yeah,
somebody
like, you
beside
mind,
you.
videoing real fast?
Most people are going to say, oh, yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, if I'm just chilling in between my set and you want me to video, I've done that for plenty of people.
Yeah, because they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I understand.
It's
you want to watch
part
yourself or
of
you
the
need it for
etiquette.
something. It's
The
perfect.
people need to follow.
Another one. If you, guy or girl, I've seen this before, if you're going to wear the spaghetti tops and the real, for girls it's the crop top, for dude it's the real spaghetti top tanks, and you lay down on a bench and you get up and you do not wipe, I'm going to be very angry.
I'm not catching staph infection.
Wipe your sweat.
Go after him, just spraying the bottle at him.
Clean your
Clean it
stuff up. I've seen it too many times where people will have, a lot of skin exposed, which is whatever. You're free to wear whatever you want in the gym. Just make sure you clean up after yourself.
Yep.
That is a big one.
Don't be nasty.
Yes. Just disrespectful to everyone there.
Rack your fucking weights.
Yeah.
Put your weights back.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it, the weight club, they've had to put signs up
Yeah.
to remind people.
It's so simple. If you put your weight on the machine, when you're done with the machine, you put your weight back where you
Tell them
got
you
it.
spent everything you had on that lift that you can't unrack that weight.
Yeah,
I find it so sad they have to put signs up.
That's kind of that is rude.
It is. It's rude to other people
Ignorant.
because you're
Yeah.
making them do
Your
your
work.
work.
Yeah.
And if it's one plate on a machine that consistently people do one plate on,
Right.
it's one thing, maybe, but not everybody's going to do the same weight. So eventually, you're going to be putting somebody off.
Speaking of like the attire, I would prefer to wear sweats at the gym. I mean, wouldn't you want to sweat while you work
I
out?
like being warm.
Yeah.
Whatever is comfortable for
You know what's so weird about me? I wear, on leg days, I wear shorts.
I like
And I wear a hoodie to cover
Yeah.
my arms. On arm days, I wear pants in short sleeve shirts.
I mean,
It's,
it's
very coordinated.
It's a range of motion.
It's very coordinated.
Yeah.
You do want
No
to
restriction.
see what you're, if you're doing arm day, you want to see if your arms.
Yeah, but then for legs, I'll cover my arms and just expose my legs. That's it.
Right, but I mean, it's good to see how it's working.
Yeah.
It's good to see how your muscles activate sometimes.
Yeah.
So for lifts,
I would wear a hoodie, sweats, tuck in my hoodie.
A toboggan.
That's a boggin. I don't give a fuck. I
A
look like
COVID-19
Rocky. Yeah.
SARS protector.
Yeah.
Yes.
also sunglasses.
Yes.
I think we have the Unabomber now.
Gloves.
But just clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
Just don't make a mess. That's another thing. People who use chalk in the gym, I'm
Oh, damn, that
cool
gets
with it.
everywhere.
But clean yourself up or keep it contained.
Yeah.
I want to ask a question. What's up with chalk in your back for squats?
I've never seen that.
I guess it's.
I have seen that.
It might help it stick a little bit better, but God, I don't know how it works for your shirts. I mean, I guess the same way it helps it stick. The ball stick a little bit better. I've never done it.
But is
Won't
it
do
necessary?
I
Or is it
I
just
don't know.
dirtying up your shirts?
Is chalk necessary though? In
For
general?
lifting? Yes.
Yes.
It can be helpful.
I mean, especially, say me and Dylan just started.
But if you're into if you're doing heavy, it's probably
This is
more
what I'm
central.
getting to. Me and Dylan just got into deadlifting. We're using wraps.
Yeah.
Say at a competition, we wouldn't be able to use those wraps, but we need something to enhance our grip. We would
Right.
use chalk instead.
Or, like, sometimes I've done this before. I will do them farmer's carries for a bunch of sets.
Yeah.
Your hands are going to get sweaty. The bar, the dumbbells are going to get sweaty.
Yeah.
It is good, I think, practice either chalk it up or dry it off, dry your hands off, especially because you usually do farmer's carries after doing something else just to get grip strength. The whole focus is the grip. So you using that to enhance that extension of the training is
Yeah, I've came close to throwing the kettlebell.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Your hands get sweaty. I mean,
And there's a
depending on each
gorilla
person.
going through the window.
Yeah.
Liquid chalk, people. Look it up.
Liquid chalk works?
Liquid chalk is a thing, and it's a lot less messy.
The smelling salts work.
I don't think the smelling salts are
I
that
really
crazy.
wish I had them in this room right now.
I would sniff them right now.
I think it might have gave me a little bit of a wake up, but I just felt like I had to dig my nose in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, the first time I did, I was like, "Whoa!" But
Yeah.
the next
Repeatedly.
4 times, I was like, "I like it."
Yeah.
Just the smell.
That ammonia smell.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
another gym etiquette. I get it. You're doing heavy weight. I've done it before. I've been guilty of it, but I try to keep conscious practice. Don't do your set and then fuck off somewhere. Don't sit down sit down to it for extended periods of time.
More than 3 to 4 minutes.
Yes.
That's really the only rest break you could really need.
Yeah,
4 minutes.
Chuck's got a big problem with guys sitting on machines texting. He
I
brings that up to me all the time.
hate that.
He livid. That man gets livid. And Chuck doesn't cuss. But he says some other things.
I mean,
Dumb idiot.
I'll do about 5 if I'm
Stupid
doing
idiot.
heavy maxes, like on squats per se. I'll take like a 5-minute rest because I know I'm trying to get the most strength out of it, most output. So I know I need to give my muscles a little bit of time to recover, but not enough to where I get cold.
Yeah.
You'll see people go in there and they'll put all their shit on. They'll put their knee wraps up. They'll put their belt on. They'll get under the bar. They'll do like two reps. And
Me and
then-
Dylan are pointing at each other.
and then they will rack it, take all their stuff off, and sit down and play on their phone for 10 minutes.
We saw a homeboy literally put like 500 pounds on a bar to squat, and it took him 30 minutes to go over and do it.
More. I swear it was more. We had finished.
We had done like 3 or 4 different exercises by the time he actually did
And he
it.
would stand by it. 500 pounds.
He would
had wraps
pace.
on, had a belt on,
The entire
and
time.
was just staring at it, and was just looking at it. And we just kept being like, "When's this guy gonna hit this?"
I'll
you
get
know?
to you.
I was wanting to see him
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, we were like, "I want to see if this guy hits
Pretty
it."
heavy.
Do it already!
Yes.
Spoiler
We
alert,
were,
I almost did that. Spoiler alert, he failed, but he spent all this time.
oh, he
and
failed because he
got cold.
waited so long.
Yeah, and then I think he waited on 2 other people to come like spot him, which I guess if he was waiting for the people to spot him, sure, but should you really be doing
Should
that?
you wait half an hour?
If you have to wait 45 minutes,
You overthought it.
taking up an entire rack, an entire deadlift platform, which
Oh,
are
yes.
in high demand at the weight club.
yes.
That's also a lot of weight.
Yeah,
He's taking a lot of plates.
and just sat there for so long, and so yeah. Don't sit.
You see why I got issues, Teddy?
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit somewhere for super long.
Do you see guys or girls that wear stuff that they don't need to wear?
What do you mean, like knee sleeves, knee wraps?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Nah.
It's a little.
There's
Where it gets a little too tacky.
All right, now if you had knee sleeves on, elbow sleeves on, wrist wraps on, and a couple other things to do a squat. All right, we're getting somewhere there. But they do have their
They're getting
benefits.
bullied.
Like for me
Getting bullied.
and Steve on squats, well, I have knee sleeves because I have bad knees,
Mhm.
and it helps.
I think they're essential, really.
It helps it keep compressed, and I don't feel
Keeps them warm.
Yeah,
Right.
warm. It just helps me not feel as bad after my lift and
Mhm.
have as much strain on my knees. And a belt, I always wear a belt because that's,
Everybody knows
I
that.
wear a belt after a certain weight
Yeah.
because that's very important to keeping your back healthy and
Right.
straight and stuff. So, two things, that's fine if they're essential. If you're getting into things
See,
you
that's-
don't need.
That's my problem about bench. I've always had elbow issues like tendonitis, so I have like elbow sleeves.
Mhm.
When I bench, I look like I gotta I gotta wear
Wrist wraps,
elbow sleeves,
headbands.
headband.
I will put a wrist
Smelling
wrap on
salt.
for heavy squats because my wrist
Yeah, depending
hurt
on how you're holding it.
because I hold it like right.
I
here.
have to right now with this.
So
on
I'm
low
wrist.
bar.
Yes.
Low bar is even worse. I'm
Yeah.
a high bar, so it doesn't bother me that much.
So I for me it's like I have to put the wrist wrap on.
So they are useful,
But it's like the person who wears the belt while they're benching.
However, if you got wrist wraps on for benching the bar, you have a problem. there,
Yeah. You getting bullied.
Short of being 70 years old.
Yeah. Knee sleeves on to squat 135. Okay, guys.
Knee sleeves don't
Right.
come on until the set starts.
When you're getting into weight, it's understandable.
You got multiple wheels on there. You let stuff.
You got daddy weight on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't wear them just to wear them. If
Yeah.
you need them, wear them.
Kid God, I could not wear those knee sleeves all day. They stink.
Yes.
They stink.
Odor. Pro tip: wash your knee sleeves.
Keep your stuff clean.
Seriously, if you don't wash your knee
Daddy,
sleeves, for a while,
I swear to God, I gotta wash those things once a week now.
I remember smelling them when I
I
went
feel
with you.
gross.
you have to wash it.
That's not my body odor either. I think it's the fabric.
It just
absorbs
holds.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And especially if you like I was guilty of leaving my stuff, going into work, leaving my bag in the truck, soaks in that heat, and you pull them out, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta go wash these things tonight.
See, we get into the
warm.
parts of workouts where I'm like, can we do something that doesn't require me to wear these? Because I cannot walk
smell.
past somebody smelling this.
Just be a clean person too.
Yeah.
In the gym.
Damn, I try. Sometimes it don't work.
Going into what we were talking about, not staying on a machine for too long. Don't take up multiple machines in a busy gym.
In a busy gym,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the key.
annoying.
If it's slow and you
You can
haven't seen
superset like
anybody on something for a while, okay, do a superset. Keep it brief with your superset. Don't stay on your superset for an hour and stick on the same two machines for that long. Brief supersets in a non-busy gym. If it's busy and you're taking up multiple machines, you better believe I'm going to ask you to pick one. And I'm going to go ahead and take the other one because it's busy.
I think also it would piss me off if you're with, say, the four of us went working out together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be a little bit too much.
Big groups.
Yeah.
They can be. If you do them right,
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to
maybe
pull it
split
off.
it into subgroups or
Yeah.
something. 2 people doing one workout while the other 2 are doing another workout. But if you got 4 people on one machine,
That's a lot of resting.
It's like
Right.
that's
so
a
if
lot
we
of time.
we all do different squat weights. The squat rack's a great example because I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
If we start with Steve and then go to you and then to me and then Dylan, we're gonna have to switch weights.
Yeah, you should probably start with me first.
Well,
Then you can add the weight.
But it don't matter because the weight's gonna have to move either way.
Yeah.
So by the time we take it off, put it on, you get yours, and then it comes to me and we put mine on, and we go to
That's the
Dylan,
same
take
thing,
mine.
not just with squats. That's basically
It's
the whole
everything.
thing.
Yeah.
But it's squat. But I've seen it happen more frequently, like the squat racks, because they're so popular among people. That's the one people want.
Yeah.
Unless it's 5 o'clock on a Monday, then it's a bench press for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, Monday is just International Bench Press Day, and we actually do participate.
Yeah, we do bench on Mondays. So that's the thing.
I feel
But
like
yeah,
a cuck.
Be aware of your surroundings in the sense that you're not taking up multiple machines while people are waiting for it.
Teddy, you do chest on Monday?
No.
Thank you.
What's a kettlebell chest workout look like?
I lay down and then I
Squeeze it
do
together.
that. Yeah.
You got 2 of them. Could you grab 2 of them and do like a press?
You only got one?
I only got I don't have 2 that are the same weight.
Okay.
I
You
will
got it set.
eventually, but they're expensive.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah. It's expensive carving gorilla faces in the kettlebells.
Yeah,
They're
it
cool
is.
looking though.
Yeah.
It makes me want to work out.
Yeah. Just like, yeah. Gorilla face.
You're a primate.
kettlebells.
Oh, that's another thing too. Get you some gear that you like. Get you a nice workout shirt.
Gymshark!
Come on!
Some gear.
No. But if you
Come
want to get
on.
yourself like the old lady wearing the Iron Paradise shirt,
Fuck yeah.
like do that.
Get your Mike
Don't-
Tyson shirt.
Don't go crazy with it because I've seen that too.
It's okay to feel confident in what you wear.
Yeah.
It's okay to be happy.
Except those joggers you wore last week.
Hey, dude, I'm wearing them right now.
My God, man, they
Hey.
make his calves look too small.
He says.
Show the
Put your
watch.
calf-
I wanna show.
See what I
My
mean?
calves,
I've
they're
got a point.
embarrassment.
I've
They're
got a point.
embarrassment.
I've got a point.
They do. I mean, they do. They're black is a slimming color. All right.
That's why I wear it all the time.
Joggers are a slimming type of
Pant.
material. Pant. Yeah, like they make everything feel uniform.
It's
So,
tapered.
Yep.
the
they
whole way
do-
down.
They do, in a way, make my calves feel small. But guess what? These motherfuckers comfortable. they're comfortable. I like them, and they're good for working out. So it's like I take my comfort level over the fact that they might make my calves look a little bit small.
Same thing with my 5-inch. I wear 5-inch inseam shorts when I squat,
Yes.
and people give me
Nuts.
hell about
Nuts
it.
are out. Nuts
I
are
don't
out.
care.
Look at his balls.
If you
I
don't-
did do that once. I did take a picture of his nuts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember that. And
you
you
did.
sent it to me.
I was in a deep squat, and there he is getting my damn balls.
If you don't squat 400 pounds, don't tell me the calves are small. That's the rule.
No, there you go.
If you have
Calves have nothing to do
okay,
with
if you have
squats.
shorts,
Come on now,
if you have
bud.
shorts that are right at the knee or below,
Mm-hmm.
get a different pair of shorts.
Adam
Well-
Sandler.
Yeah,
You know,
They got to go above the knee.
yeah.
that is the most
It's
popular
growth.
version today. Yeah, is being above the knee, showing off a little quad. I think
Showing
what's
off the teardrop.
5
Get
inch,
you a thigh
7
gap.
inch, 5
Exactly.
inch, 7 inch.
That's in the making.
7 inches.
That's where I'm at. 7
That's
inch
pretty
inseam
comfortable.
is
I will
comfortable.
wear a 5-inch.
Now, Brett Whitlow also gave me some grunt style shorts that are literally this tall.
That's
I can't
tough.
wear them at the gym.
That's tough.
That's
It's a lot of
balls out.
white showing. A
Yeah.
lot of white.
Yeah.
I got a couple that I try to avoid because they are pretty high up.
5-inch is the limit.
And 5 inch for me, I got some long ass legs, right? So
Right.
5 inches, it looks like 7 inch on some. You know, my 5 inches, I might show some nut here and there.
Yeah, my 5-inch.
Might show some pubs.
They contain a lot of quad.
Yeah.
I have big
I show
thighs.
some kettlebells.
I have big thighs, so when I put them things on, they fit, and then they'll get to the thigh, and then they're just like.
I'm fortunate because 5-inch is like perfect for me
Yeah.
for even like going out and do something, not just
It
working
doesn't
out.
look like you're pulling them up to your
yeah,
nuts or anything.
yeah.
I just don't like fabric touching being near my knee when I'm
No,
squatting.
no. I thought we got on this train a little early.
We did.
I'm
we
proud.
Beat it. We beat it.
Because I used to get made fun of for how low my shorts were.
I would roll my
No, I
my shorts up and stuff, or pull them up when squatting, because I don't like them touching my knee.
Well, every now and then, like if I'm at the house, I have a pair of Nike skateboarding shorts, and they're like right at my knee. And when I'm walking down the stairs, Erica's like puking. She goes, "Ew, why are you wearing those?" So then I just roll the.
You roll the...
Yeah.
I roll them up.
Fuck yeah. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Adapt. Yeah. Overcome.
Another quote that
Yeah.
we just came up with.
Yeah.
I hope the listeners got a lot out of this.
One more gym
Yeah.
etiquette thing. I think this is important. Don't be a weirdo in the gym.
Oh yeah.
I've seen... I see some weirdos on a daily basis.
Don't be a weirdo in the gym.
I know a guy who's he used to be really into working out, and now he goes to the gym and just follows women around.
That's weird.
That's
And
scary.
when an attractive one leaves, guess where he goes?
with them.
To the parking lot.
Ah, no.
Yep.
Yeah, big red flag.
I've been watching
people.
him. I've been watching him.
Don't do that.
I've been watching him.
Yeah. Don't be that weirdo.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. If anybody, I've had multiple people come up to me and ask questions about a lift or ask questions about something. I'm always happy to help. And I feel like a large majority of the people in the gym are plenty happy to help you. Some might be more than others, but
And don't be scared if say if you're smaller than me going into the gym, because the people around you know what you're trying to do. They're not there unless you're a fucking douchebag. But really, they understand why you're there, and
they all hate
I'm sure they'll
they all
support
hate
you.
themselves as well.
Yeah.
Everybody starts somewhere, and a lot of people understand that. And
I would say this is advice too for experienced lifters. Don't be the person to just go up and start correcting people on their form. Short of actually someone like hurting themselves, which I have done once in my entire life. I watched a boy load up 135 on a deadlift, and I mean,
You told me about this.
he was cat backed. I mean, it literally went like that, and I was like, it curved like that, and I was like, man, I usually don't do this, but you need to drop weight and just focus on form. I was like, that, and you're really gonna hurt yourself if you do that.
Right.
yeah, unless you see an immediate threat that looks pretty bad, like that's a real bad one.
Or
Deadlift.
someone's squatting and they're failing, but they don't have it clamped.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I'm like, oh,
Or you
God.
get
Put your
trapped.
clamps on.
Put clamps on at all
Get them
times.
clamps.
135 gets clamps.
Yep.
Unless you are experienced and know how to drop weight, without clamps. But you're starting out, use your clamps. Use your safety
Your nets.
equipment.
Yeah.
Safety nets, safety equipment. Whatever you can do to make sure that you're lifting in a safe way. It's going to help you out.
Yeah. Just be safe, be smart, know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Research it. Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Don't go in there without anything in your head. Questions are fine. Not knowing what's going on is not.
Make a plan.
So that being said, it's gonna be my cheat day today.
Get you a good meal in.
Yeah.
It's the weekend.
Queens wings and cheese fries.
Queen's Friday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and cook chicken.
Yeah, I think that's what's on
I
my
smell
list, too.
pizza in there.
Yeah,
Fucking good.
Something.
Teddy, we ain't trying to strict the diet right now. We're trying to get, that. Yeah.
Something does smell good.
Yeah.
To do it right, you gotta roll your shoulders forward and then.
Teddy, you got to get some trap in there.
Oh, I got the kettlebells. I've been doing that. I've been doing the, I'll get there.
You just been doing
Front
it, right?
raises.
You just,
And then just tuck your neck down into your shoulders.
Yeah, man.
just want the Brock Lesnar traps.
I do.
Jesus Christ, his earlobes rest
I
on them.
want to go all the way up to
Yeah,
here
pretty big.
and then down to my shoulder.
I want a mountain.
I do too.
I want Everest on my
want-
shoulders.
I want someone to be able to grab onto them and just be able to hang on.
Hang on for dear life.
Yeah.
Are you talking about sexually?
No,
It
I
could
want 'em
be
to-
portrayed that way.
I just want someone to be able to be like grab on and be like, you know what?
Matthew be like, quick, grab onto my traps.
He's like, you
Like
got the
as a
pocket
fireman,
right-
yeah.
You got,
Ted, hop on!
you got the pocket right here. I want him to be able to like reach into
Yeah, the pocket right here.
Yeah.
and be like,
Rock climbing.
yeah,
Fucking back.
yeah.
Me
That's
just
what I
sleep.
want. I want handholds for traps and boulder shoulders. So
Yeah,
Boulder shoulders at the goal.
that's true.
But I think that's it for the fitness council.
Yeah, I
was
think
a-
we're close to 2 hours maybe.
was a
Jesus
long one.
Christ.
Yeah. At least close. Maybe 140.
Well, we have had some distractions.
yeah.
Yeah, kitties.
Big Swole.
Yeah.
Big Swole rolling over a couch.
TVs.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
Thanks for
Thanks for
Being on
coming
that.
down,
Thanks for
boys.
having us.
Yeah.
The fitness council.
yeah.
Sounds like a group chat if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah.
Sounds like we'd send pictures of ourselves to each other.
Don't do that.
I'd send the pictures of your nuts to people.
You have sent that. It feels like the fitness council feels like something I would send. Like, hey, watch me squat this. Tell me
Watch me
what it looks
deload this at 55%.
like. Tell me what you think about my form. I've done that. I never used to be a video lifter, but then I started doing the big weights, and I would video myself and then send it to someone. Like, what does my form look like?
And if you send it to the strongest person at the gym and they give a thumbs up and they'll reply.
You're all right.
You know you've done good.
That's a day maker.
Yep.
Yeah.
If I've ever heard of one.
You're hitting weight and getting recommendations.
Accolades here.
Get supportive friends.
That's a good one too.
Not
I'm
guys
not-
who give you shit for sending you a picture.
I'm not supportive of Dylan at all.
Very. That sounded personal.
Yeah, I'm not supportive of Dylan. I cheer when he's not available at the gym.
Make your gym
He doesn't
family.
like
But I don't do it behind his back at all.
He doesn't do it. He does do it to my face.
Find your
I know
gym
he hates
family.
the gym with me. I think it's because I hold him accountable.
Stevie Green Text is a fucking different animal this time of year. It's my third side character. We're in development. And you're going to hear him this week when I drop the episode of Steve's Mad.
Okay.
That's Stevie Green Text.
That's Stevie Green Tex has got some fundamental issues with the weight club and their patrons.
So with that being said, 5-star the episode, like 5-star nutrition. Share the episode. Tell a friend. Tell a family member. If you think they're overweight and they need guidance, tell them to listen to this.
I can't see any better guidance.
Exactly.
On fitness in the world.
We should put a paywall on this one.
Yeah.
This one's going on a Patreon.
So my Venmo is Young Dilly Boy. You guys just want to send a couple bucks.
Yeah, we're gonna drop that ass plan for you ladies out there.
Right.
It's a lot of hip thrust.
Yeah. Well,
that's not a joke.
No, it's not.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
And we're out. We're out of here.
Bye. I waited for someone to say it.